Love slaps. Last time on Out of the Abyss, you have been exploring the Whirlstone tunnels. You have been pursuing a Darrow named Droki, who is tied to mysterious activity by the Grey Ghosts, which is like a thieves guild, and also some cult that you don't know that much about. But Droki and others have mentioned this cult a handful of times that you know occupy this cavern. You captured Droki and you seduced him into helping you, both magically and romantically.
Perfect.
You made a plan to infiltrate the Grey Garden where the Grey Alchemist lives. And when you decided to do this plan, you thought you'd be sneaky. And regardless of the fact that wild magic surges have been popping off like crazy, you decided to do it anyway. And Hemlock cast Paths Without a Trace, and then summoned a unicorn, electrocuted everybody, got teleported, made everybody go invisible, teleported backwards, turned into a potted plant, went levitated, electrocuted again, another unicorn, got poisoned, and then teleported back in the group and became terrified of Kothar. All within the span of like just one after another. And it made a really good TikTok video. It's my best clip yet.
Yay! Happy to help.
Yep, and your little face. When the music is like, bomb. Anyways, you survived somehow, and the unicorns licked your wounds, and you just had to, approach it the old-fashioned way. You easily dispatched of the Grey Alchemist, who said he actually saw Hemlock, called them the winged blight.
Winged blight.
I almost said the Blightwing. Blightwing actually sounds pretty cool too.
Blightwing. Woo!
Blightwing.
I don't know what.
And then
Blightwing. Woo!
Wait.
Thanks, Bob. One brain cell.
I need
Every day that I did making.
Blightwing. All right. Blightwing it is. Hemlock has a nickname now. After you defeated him, he wanted to capture Hemlock and basically experiment on them and extract their power and probably put you in a formaldehyde jar. But you defeated him.
We call a hater.
He was a little bit of a hater. It's weird. He seemed to respect you, but in a psychotic, I want to collect you. Like he wanted to take you like a butterfly and pin you to his wall.
Honestly, I can kind of relate.
Hemlock's actually a little sad that they didn't get to have this conversation. But since then, you've started ransacking his laboratory, finding all kinds of materials and potions and formulas. In fact, you'll see in the treasure, I made little formulas for you. Only because I just felt like using, what the fuck is that program called again?
Did you make those images?
Yeah, I made them in the, what is it called?
Canva?
Yeah, I made those in Canva.
Holy shit.
They look great.
I was just like, arcane. I'll take that.
I can't do that in Canva. How come you can do that in Canva? What the fuck?
Gnome showed me how to use Canva.
I did not do that. I showed you, hey, look at this other thing that exists. And you were like, cool, I'm already better at you than everything. That sounds about right.
Shattered your hopes and dreams.
Okay, so you have those recipes now. I kind of feel like I want to give you more recipes like that. It's going to be like a little fun thing. And, I want to point out, I have a Discord channel, not our special secret Utah Discord channel, but my personal Discord channel, Scarlett's Discord channel. I have a whole D&D like category, and a lot of people from TikTok and Twitch come and we just talk about D&D all day. They helped me. Because I was frustrated. I was like, the book says that they get this recipe and ingredients for it, but it actually doesn't list what the ingredients are specifically. And then I went to the DMG, no ingredients. I went to the player's handbook, no ingredients. I Googled it, no ingredients. So my beautiful Discord found a supplement that has, I don't know how long it's been out. It's pretty simple. Has all of like ingredient, like recipes for a bunch of poisons, alchemy recipes, herbalism recipes. And until No Man finishes homebrewing their amazing poison.
Oh, it's done. I just haven't formatted it because I like to leave things at about 97% and then never look at them again.
Okay, once you send that to me, I will swap over. But for now, they had a bunch of recipes that you can use. And so I'm going to be giving you recipes. Because that's kind of your thing. Anywho, you saw that there was...
recipes is her thing.
Hey, don't worry.
Well, it is now.
Don't worry.
I know, not anymore for me.
Maybe you should have thought of that first, buddy.
Don't worry, J-Mitch. I spent all morning on you.
No, worry.
Oh.
That sounds like I should worry. I don't know about you.
I know. Okay, so Dorky in my chat was gonna build you one from scratch, and then we found one, and I was like, I'll just use this because my original grievance was I don't have fucking time. I am at max bandwidth. I don't have time to design a system.
Also posted a homebrew one in your character section.
I'll have to look at them all. I'm going to compare them all and just pick my favorite one. It's been fucking crazy. Having a 10-month-old is the busiest I've ever been in my entire fucking life. Busiest, and yet feels like the least productive because it's just more like keeping him from being upset.
Yeah.
Don't mind the terrible twos.
Oh no. Hi Tamshin. Hi Sean.
I saw a baby this weekend that said 3-nager on the shirt.
3-nager? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so accurate. All right.
Took me a second to get it.
So, I actually don't even have Forge open right now. So let me start opening that up. So you started looking around the garden, and Hemlock decided to sneak over and pick some devil's mushrooms, which is this weird, creepy mushroom that Droki told you is worth a lot of money, but it's kind of stinky and kind of nasty, though Kothar kind of didn't seem to be offended by it that much. But Hemlock definitely wanted some because it has some necromantic, is that the right word? Necromantic properties? Necrotic properties?
No. I'm kidding.
And they went picking mushrooms. Until
Can I say that?
Hmm?
I was gonna say, can I say that I would have, because Droki made specific mention about the tools used for that. So I
Yes.
would have noticed Hemlock trying to pick danger mushroom and sort of gesture to the tools that are by the workers.
Wasn't Hemlock also disguised as the Great Alchemist?
That's true.
Yes.
Okay, so let's recap what happened, and then I'm going to decide if you can retcon that because crazy stuff happened. Hold on, I'm rearranging things, and it's weird.
I can help with the recap. So they killed the Great Alchemist, and I said, please don't. And then they killed him extra good and crispy. And I said, all right, I'm just gonna have a little chat with him afterwards. And they said, actually, no, you aren't. And I was like, well, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go get some mushrooms. And then they were like, where are you going? I turned myself into the Great Alchemist, donned his cloak, so I am actually literally technically the Great Alchemist, and just walked out right in front of the workers into the mushroom ravine, collecting the very dangerous necrotic mushrooms, which I feel like is Hemlock's version of a temper tantrum.
You successfully collected, I think it was 3 or 4.
3, and then one explode. The last one exploded.
The last one
face.
exploded, and now you were under the effects of confusion spell. And you're like, fuck, I'm going back to the party. And then when you rolled on the confusion table, you became paralyzed. And so now you are surrounded by enemies in the middle of a fungal garden. confused as fuck.
Mhm.
And that's where we left off. And what's the opposite of scene? Scene is like end, but
Action.
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 why didn't I know that? I'm stupid.
Baby brain.
Mentality has
Okay.
I,
scrambled you.
I need to tell everybody something.
Yes.
It seems as first of all, Droki's ran away.
Droki, come back.
When I
Droki,
put
come back
Hold
for what?
Person on the Great Alchemist, my suggestion spell wore off on Droki, and Droki immediately ran as far away from us as humanoidly possible.
No, but he'll
Perhaps
come
he
back.
will come back.
He
I
will.
did try to send him a message to say, "Hey, sup," and instead it got picked up by somebody different, which has never happened to me before.
Oh,
So people might know that we know Droki.
what voice sound like?
It sounded like this.
Hold on. Actually, it sounded like. Let me think how. Okay, I practiced this.
This is J. Mitch's artistic representation of the voice. Okay.
It sounded like this.
Okay, wait, I can do way better. Hold on.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
It sounded like this.
Oh. Sound like party know this? And she kind of looks at
I've-
party's reaction.
Never heard a voice like this before, if anybody else has.
Hmm.
If anyone thinks they might have, they can roll history.
Am I
But
with everybody?
I had an idea.
you were just on
Um,
autopilot. You were just snacking the whole time and just like I don't want to get involved. I've got Cheeto dust on my claws. It rusts my glaive. Duh.
Oh,
The battle was also over so
okay.
quickly.
Ooh, good history.
Cora.
Yep. Do you want to DM it to me? I don't know if you want to.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's a voice you've never heard before.
Okay.
So, are we just waiting for Hemlock to get back, or are we going forward? This kind of
Hemlock,
Hemlock's
what's going on?
thing.
You are frozen. You see, so the workers, you're looking at these workers, and you're in this kind of ravine, mushrooms growing everywhere, every variety. Like, you wish you could just spend all day here. But obviously, time's kind of pressing. You see the workers, and they're kind of just like moving crates of product back and forth, and they're like these Durgar who are inside of like mechanical suits almost, like they're mixed in, like metal robot arms and robot legs, moving things, and their faces just kind of look dead. And then there is one Durgar who's just kind of normally in like a little official outfit, just kind of like pointing and guiding everything. And he doesn't really notice you at first because you're kind of frozen.
When you say look dead,
Not
Do
like
they-
rotted, more like brain dead.
but like, can I do an insight check to see if I think they are actually like reanimated?
Go ahead.
It's a 20.
They look like they're living, but in a state of either trance or worse, a state of lobotomization.
Do I know of any poison that could do this?
You do not think this is effect of poison. You know that Durgar are very strong psionic people. And you, being of the Underdark, have heard dark tales of Durgar who are forcibly strapped within constructs with rods shoved into the back of their head, right into their brain, and their pain and anguish fueling these machines.
Hmm. Am I still paralyzed?
You are able to kind of shake it off. The effects of this mushroom kind of are wearing. You're very like, "Ugh," that was an awful experience. Um, the
But fascinating.
one of the Durgar, who does not look lobotomized, kind of like suddenly notices you, and he leans over. Oi, everything okay, sir?
Oh, yes. I've never been better.
All right, you're disguised, right?
Mhm.
What voice did you just use?
I just use Hemlock's voice.
Are you okay? You sound a little weird.
That's none of your business, is it? Get back to work.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
And I'm actually not particularly intimidating, but let's
But
find
because
out.
of this cloak, you actually have advantage.
Haha,
You're
wow,
Very
great
intimidating.
roll.
Wow. Absolutely, sir. I didn't mean to question. If you need any more product, just ask. I'll get back to work. You fool. Oh, if something requires my attention, I'll. And he just kind of like makes himself busy.
Those shipments, where are they going?
Everywhere. Wait. What do you know that we supply the entire Gracklestug with product?
Don't tell me
Remember,
what I know.
remember those little shit bags we're trying to sell and buy on our turf? And you do remember that moment that you were trying to sell your poisons off. Remember how those gray ghosts attacked you because you were selling on their territory?
Yeah. How far does our territory expand?
All of Gracklestug. We have agents in Neverlight Grove, and we've been trying to tap into the Blingdenstone market.
Wonderful. Don't look at me. And I fly away.
What? What the actual fuck? He's like, oh, it must be second-hand dope. He just rubs his nose. And they're gonna leave you alone. They have no idea the rest of the party is here. And you are the Grey Alchemist.
Great. I'm gonna go back to the party and say, hello. I know how much you all abhor necromancy and love feeding people to the soil, so I have some more people for you to feed to the earth.
That sounds like fun.
Great. So, and I'm gonna outline like what's happening, explain the sort of like contraptions that are controlling these creatures.
All right.
Uh.
You see 1, 2, 3, 4 of those lobotomized weirdos and 2 like managers.
Great.
I mean, should we free them?
Oh, sorry, did I not explain this well enough? They took a metal rod and stuff it in their brains. That's not something that many people recover from, but you're welcome to try. You know, a proficient healer such as yourself.
Me?
I don't really do that.
I think
I mean,
she's
I could
being
study.
sarcastic.
Oh, sorry,
I
face
think that might-
sarcasm's different than human dwarven. Anyway, um,
I'm
Why
not
need
sure
to
Kilburn would have
Alright.
help with that.
are you upset that you can't do necromancy?
Oh, I can do necromancy, don't worry.
This
Sorry, that sounded way more evil than I meant it to.
is this
It
a?
was excellently evil.
I feel, I'm pretty good with reading social situations, and I feel like there is a just a slight bit of animosity here.
Jamish, as you're saying that and feeling slightly defensive, your eyes are kind of like wandering around, right? Because you feel a little awkward.
Mhm.
And you kind of notice a book. Because you're all sitting in his library, I think, right? Okay. You notice his
Sure.
book. Yeah, you are. DM rules. You notice a little book kind of like behind Hemlock. Not behind, just where your eyes are kind of like gazing.
Okay.
This book on its cover has, it's like, it's a really pretty book actually. It's leather with a like gold leaf emblem on the cover, a dwarvish styled symbol of a like turkey leg.
I'm like staring at the book and like staring back at Hemlock, like trying to show Hemlock that I care about what they're saying and like want to help them process whatever's they're going through. But then I like keep looking back at the book.
The book, you notice, also has like in golden, like shiny, like if it's like reflective lettering, the art of colomancy.
Right. Yeah, Hemlock. If you feel slighted, you should be free to express those important big feelings that you are. Can somebody tell me what that is? That calligraphy or runic writing? I go and reach for the book.
What's that? Is that?
It is.
I took a bath this
Dwarvish.
morning.
I take the book and I perceive upon it on thine eyes.
You
I
s-
fly right behind Jamich so that I'm just the creep, but I still look like the alchemist. So I'm just like hovering over his shoulder so I can also read, like right next to your face.
Hemlock, can you read Dwarvish?
Would I be used to you doing
No.
this by now? I feel like you do that a lot.
I
To,
do
like-
it a
like
lot.
while I'm
It's up to
cooking.
you whether or not you're
Yeah.
used to me coming up directly
like it would
behind
be.
you.
Yeah, I feel like James would be like, yeah, this is like a Hemlock thing. It's
Okay,
fine.
Yeah.
so this book
Yeah.
is definitely written in Dwarvish runes, but every other page is a full illustration of like artistic, like the most beautifully illustrated feasts, food, like beautiful. And you're kind of like flipping through it. This is not only a cookbook, but it is like a tome on the art of cuisine and colomancy, as it says, and how to. This is a volume of a very, very rare book that is legend at your old college that some believe doesn't even exist.
I like look up back at Hemlock. I go, Hemlock, do you know what this is?
Poison?
No, it's the
Oh.
opposite. Well, I don't think it's the opposite. It's cooking. Cooking's not the opposite of poison because you cook poisons.
Oh, it's
and
not the
sometimes poisons
opposite
can
when
be
I do
tasty.
it.
Yeah. So all that to say, this is a book. This is nigh unheard of. It's not in any libraries I've seen above the surface. This is a book based on the magic of cooking and culinary expertise and how to imbue arcana into the taste of your food.
Does that mean you might be able to taste again?
It is a first edition. Signed by the author.
If only I had listened more to you in the past, maybe I would be able to use this.
Yes, that's true. Also, I'm interested as to why the Great Alchemist would have a tome like this. Does that
Well-
perhaps say something about the nature of culinary arts and poisoning?
Well, it would definitely
think-
teach you how to
Poison better.
Yeah, it
Poison
would teach you
more.
how to imbue poison into food without spoiling it.
VIP. Thank you, Vijay.
Are you saying that means people are going to enjoy being poisoned because the food is so delicious?
How do you get a rat to eat rat poison? You don't just feed it rat poison, right?
I mean, we drink. Drinking is alcohol is a poison.
I mean, anything's a poison if you eat too much of it.
There's also the possibility you could poison people over time.
That was
so
the
you'd want the food to taste
wisest
good.
thing Anazira has ever said as the party eats everything.
We should
so
You know
much.
the fact though, right? You can literally poison yourself with water. You can poison yourself with anything if you eat too much of it. Like,
right.
poison is literally just a level of tolerance. It's not really a specific aspect. If you think
That's
about
what
it.
I keep
Right.
telling people, but they still keep accusing me of murder. I said should have just had less.
It's not my fault their constitution level of intolerance was so low.
Work on your portion control and you won't die from the poisons I put in your
Zero
veins.
inspiration.
Wait, who got inspiration?
You know, on some philosophical level, Hemlock's just a worse cook than J-Mitch.
Poof just gave Anazira inspiration.
Oh, and Elephant has one from last time as well. It doesn't
That's
see you on
right.
buzzer.
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure you're gonna need it.
Oh
I
no.
You know, my name is Hemlock because it's one of the most appetizing poisons, and I like to think I have a friendly exterior.
You are very friendly.
Do you have a friendly exterior?
Perhaps this book could be used by somebody else that would be better suited. And I close the book. And I kind of look around.
Ron is looking at you with a very unimpressed face.
That's normal, so it doesn't really register on my radar.
He's going like this, and he's just shaking his head at you.
What do you know?
Are you?
I say it in
speaking
Orcish.
Orcish.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Oh, what do
say,
you know?
"To give up one's life mission is to be dishonored."
Sorry, could you repeat that? I got distracted.
To give up one's evocation is to be dishonored.
You think I gave this up willingly? You think that I wanted this?
You give up.
I give up.
You gave up.
I did not give up. I was tricked and swindled out of my one true gift.
Your gift
In
was
this-
not your tongue. Your gift was not your nose. Your gift was your creativity. If I lost my hands, I still carve boats.
Are you saying that I should still try and cook when I can't taste or smell the food I'm cooking?
I think cooking is more than smell and taste. It is sound, it is feeling, it is sight. You give up, just like orcs. Sorry, just like dwarves do.
Nope, you said it. Nope, you said it.
Don't take back.
No! Sorry. That was-
I think that's hard to swallow coming from you. However, I agree with the gremlin in the background that this is a frustrating situation. And then maybe I should try more.
If you let yourself down, Cora be disappointed. She believes in you.
She does?
He kind of blushes. Maybe I'd be disappointed too. I really enjoy the cooking and I kind of miss it.
We're on to Ubu.
Enemies
I-
to lovers when? Sorry.
I
He takes the book out of your hands.
Mhm.
He flips through it. I do not understand these symbols, but I understand these images, these pictures. look.
Mhm.
And he points to, he just flips open to like a random section, and it seems to be like highlighting when to know when the steak is done perfectly. And it's a visual representation. It shows like when it's raw, when it's medium, when it's rare, based on visual cues.
I'll
Need
tell you what,
points.
Runt. You don't give up on your passions for cooking and carving boats, and I won't give up my passion for creating magical delights.
He closes the book and hands it to you.
I take out the orcish recipe book that I've had in my inventory since I got here, and
Oh,
I
that's
give it to
right.
him.
Oh, he looks at it. He goes,
How do you think I knew what to prepare for you?
he looks at you, and his eyes look a little watery. I know this book.
It's a good book.
I bought this book for my wife.
I
Before she
just- I got it from the college. that's-
he walks away. He's like he just power walks away. He's holding it like clutching.
I look at the book I have in my hand and I just start reading it.
This all happened in Orcish, so
Right.
I am.
Everybody's
flying-
heard.
Yeah.
You saw Ron cry though. Everybody saw
I know.
that.
I was like, oh, J-Mitch made Ron cry. Okay. And I'm flittering around. Because, okay, if there's this one very ancient, very powerful, very rare book, I'm convinced that there are more now. So Hemlock's gone into library mode and is now a hovering gray ghost just looking for books.
Okay, so let's do this in order. First things
Okay.
first. J-Mitch, you
Yes.
officially are receiving your new subclass.
Pog!
So you have to delete all
How do I
of-
do this?
So first delete everything that is given to you. I think it's unsettling words is the main
Yeah,
thing.
unsettling words would be one, and then there's some ability I have with I think it's Silver Tongue.
Okay.
Wait, what's the subclass?
Okay, so I was given books from a sponsor of Dark Dominion that had third-party subclasses, and the one for Bard was the College of Cuisine.
I love it.
Mhm.
So we had a conversation last week or the week before and decided that it's fitting to apply this subclass. Even though it is a third party, it's pretty fucking dope. So I am dropping that
When have
on.
I ever followed the rules?
I just added.
Whoa! I got like 50 things.
So the first thing you have is Master Chef. Whenever you cast a spell with a material component worth a gold piece or less, you can substitute that material with a morsel of food or a sip of a drink, which is used as part of your casting the spell. So now you're like, and you are proficient in brewer supplies and cooking utensils.
Ooh, I got a bunch of magical meals.
That's your second feature. Magical
Okay.
meals at third level as a bonus action. When you expend a spell slot to magically create a morsel of gourmet food, it appears in your hand, ready to serve. You can give it to another person, and as an action, they can eat it. All of these, something spicy, something sweet, something savory, something salty, something sour, and something special, are all the different types of food that you can give them. You basically use a spell slot, and you can read through them. They all do pretty incredible things. And I added this as a subclass, so when you level up, it will automatically add your features as you leveled up. I've already programmed everything in.
What? This is awesome.
Whose
J-Mitch
birthday it
is.
again?
I'm sorry?
I was like, whose birthday is it again? 'Cause, happy birthday to
Alright.
J-Mitch.
Happy birthday, J-Mitch.
By the way, I was keeping the birthday secret the entire time I was talking to Scarlett about this, and it was not easy. So
tempted to spoil.
I was okay. No, there was a point where I was literally like sending the video or like recording the video and like about to hit send, and then you messaged me, and I was like, "Did I send it to the wrong person?"
Oh no!
I got scared,
Um,
but I didn't because I'm awesome.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, awesome. Jamish is just reading through this book and like going, "Oh my gosh, I never thought about it like that. I could drink that, and it would produce this type of arcana.
Cora's
Amazing."
gonna interrupt you. She's gonna stomp over and say, "You may cry.
I'm sorry. I did what now?
You make Ron cry. Why do?"
Oh, I didn't. It's not a bad cry. I didn't insult him. I showed him something that meant something precious to him, and he started feeling a memory.
Like when Cora draw a picture for Ront.
Yes.
Where Ront go?
You would have to ask him.
Cora's gonna look around for Ront.
Let's see. Ront went into the next room, and he's just kind of sitting in a little stool, and he's just staring at the closed book that Jamish gave him, and he's just hunched over.
If you guys want to resolve other,
Yeah, let's resolve Hemlock. Hemlock, you are like convinced rare magical books are here. And you start
But I also want to make it clear that I'm kind of not, I feel like when we started this ransacking, it was very like, yeah, take the things. But I feel like now I'm like kind of rearranging things a little as I go, just like making them look a little nice.
you feel as you wear the mantle of the Gray Alchemist, you start to feel a little bit of ownership. And this is kind of your space now.
Yeah, I mean, Chamish can borrow my books, it's fine.
Could Lucius cast Detect Magic and see if there's any books that elicit a magical aura?
I duck.
Before you do that, Hemlock, you find a ratty leather-bound book that has a ink quill next to it and ink stains on the table. This book is not labeled.
Okay, I take it.
Are you looking inside?
Wait, did Lucius cast Detect Magic?
Lucius casts. Now I have to decide what's magical in this fucking room.
Yeah, I love it when people cast Detect Magic because you're like,
buddy.
now you gotta remember who's carrying magical items too. That's the
Everybody
yes,
is.
this is
Everybody starts glowing. Are poisons considered magic? There are no spells being cast in this room, and y'all are wearing magical items. So the book is not magical. But you can look inside.
you cut out.
Oh, I said the book is not magical, but you're welcome to look inside.
Gnome's muted.
I'm sure no one wants to look inside.
You're still muted.
What is happening? Hold on. Are they muted in
I
the-
don't think they're muted. I think their mic might have.
I think their
just-
mic
Oh
might
yeah,
have just
your
cut
your
out
your mic
completely.
is done.
no.
There you
Oh,
go.
wait,
Ah,
Oh,
ah,
yeah.
Uh,
ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
yeah, it's Discord. I was never
Oh.
muted. My mic never cut out. It was just Discord
Okay.
decided enough of this bullshit.
Okay.
That's probably why you didn't hear.
You've
Scarlet,
had
because I
enough
heard it
talking
fine.
parts this episode.
Yeah, you actually hit your line quota already. Shut the fuck up. Thanks, Discord.
Does Hemlock look inside the book?
Yeah, I look inside the book. Of course, I look inside the book.
As you start thumbing through it, you realize this is Lortheo, the Gray Alchemist, the previous Gray Alchemist, respectfully.
Thank you.
Private diary.
Yes. Amazing.
And because I am not writing a fucking diary, as much as I love you guys, I'm going to allow you to put forth a question to me as your DM, as if you are studying this diary for answers. And I will give you an appropriate response based on what entries you find.
I'm doing my first scan. I want to see if Lorthio had any recipes that utilized the mushrooms that allowed J-Mitch to smell.
The Nilhog's nose.
Yes. That's what I'm looking for. I'm just scanning for the word Nilhog.
As you're scanning through it, and you do see lots of notes on different mushrooms, you notice that a little entry, just not even an entry, just a little scribble. Feed to the death dogs. It enhances their tracking abilities.
Feed death dogs. They sound cute. Okay.
Would you like to probe it further?
Yeah, if I can.
I'm not going to just give you one-offs. You tell me what you're looking for, and I will give you what you find.
Okay, so do I have another query, is what you're saying?
Right. I think that's just gonna be the simplest way, so I don't have to.
Does he have any crushes?
That's not what Hemlock cares about. That's
Your diary. You would not believe what Drokir said to me today.
Does he have anything in there in regards to fungal infestations, such as with Seraph?
Oh.
Does he have anything in there about fungal infestations, such as with Seraph?
okay. I can look for that. Yeah, I can look for that.
I feel like Yasm would be wanting to look for this sort of stuff in the library as well.
So you
Oh,
actually,
what I'm kind of picturing is Hemlock is like, guys, I found his journal, and we're all like huddling around, like, oh, look for this, ask it this. So while you're looking for about the fungal infection, Cora's also gonna pipe up. Oh, look for egg, look for dragon egg.
Okay. All right.
as you're having everybody hover around you, and you're like, you look up and you notice that the desk rat does have like a little like smudgy mirror, and you see, and you're almost like startled because you're in disguise. You still look like Lorthio. You still look like him. So you're like, oh yeah, duh. But then you realize that this reflection is acting independently of you.
Oh.
And it's staring at you and looking at you. And you realize. And he's just kind of like going through my private things, are we?
Is his charred corpse still on the floor?
Yeah, this is just the reflection. It's like you're seeing yourself talking back to you.
Cora? Can you see him?
Cora does not see any such thing.
What does she see in the mirror? Just herself.
So you see yourself, but you see Hemlock disguised as Lothario, looking at a reflection of Lothario, perfectly mirrored, nothing weird.
See what? See you, Gray Alchemist. You, Mirror
Me.
Gray Alchemist. Yes, can't see.
But just
can't
me.
see. You,
Mhm.
yes. Yes.
Great. Interesting. I'm gonna like leave the diary while the party is huddled around like Yaslin wants to go looking for fungal infestation. I'm now distracted by the mirror. I'm gonna go up to the mirror and say, "Where are you?"
I'm you, apparently now. You wear my cloak. Gray Alchemist.
Ah, thank you. Interesting.
Are you talking to yourself, Hemlock?
They're gonna think you're crazy. Maybe you are, maybe you're not.
Oh, they already think I'm crazy. That's fine.
Yeah, she's talking to herself.
Yeah,
You know that
I
thing
like
where she
what
talks to herself again? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. it happens.
I mean, it's not her normal talking to herself. She's usually asking herself questions, but she seems to
Not
be
my
answering
fault. I'm the
herself.
most interesting conversationalist. So
In fact, sounds like she's getting responses, which scares me the most.
Just let her express herself. She's been stressed out lately, okay?
Okay, all right.
okay. So do you know anything about the fungal infestations? I'm gonna describe. I'm just gonna talk. I just like sit down, like crisscross applesauce on the desk right in front of the mirror, talking in the mirror. I
Okay.
completely ignore the party who's talking shit about me behind my back.
By the way, I'm like I like said that as I'm reading the book, not paying attention to you at all.
Yeah.
Fungal infestation.
Friend of mine, back of the neck, demonic entity kind of presence.
Demonic fungal, you said?
Yes.
Don't tell me
Fascinating, right?
you don't know.
No. I might.
What do you know of the abyss?
That's a really open question.
Nothing, I get it. All right. Have you ever heard of a demon lord or a demon prince?
Demogorgon.
Demogorgon, you know of him? All right, that's the
Oh,
start.
yeah.
Demogorgon is a demon lord.
Hmm.
There are many.
Oh.
One in particular that you might find interesting. She is called Zaktmoy.
Oh, I've heard that name.
She is the Lady of Fungi.
Is that who the Myconids sing to and why they dance?
Myconids be dancing.
Now who doesn't know anything about the abyss?
Myconids don't dance.
Oh, well, I can't lie, and I'm telling you they're dancing, so, haha.
You said the Myconids are serving the lady. Fascinating.
I mean, I don't know if they're saving the lady, but they do seem to be singing to her.
If the demon prince of fungi has control of the Myconids, the entire Underdark is in danger.
Well, sucks to suck. I don't know what to tell you. So what about my friend's fungal infestation, though?
Oh, he's probably fucked.
Yeah, that seems to be a trend.
The lady is as monstrous as the one you know, Demogorgon.
Yeah. Not much room for negotiation, even for a fellow mycological fan.
If she thought you're a fan, she'd probably mind control you and make you a slave.
Kind of like your guys out there with the, you know.
Oh, those ones, those are prisoners. That's their sentence. We actually rescued them, brought them down here, gave them something to do. You know, there's not a lot of petty crime that happens in Gracklstugh because the penalty for such crimes are pretty harsh. Those men up there, they've been caught. Very stupid of them.
Yeah.
Everyone knows we can see. We're invisible half the time, spying on everyone. And the sentence for many crimes is lobotomization. That's why they get turned into screamers.
Can they get better?
Doubt it. Their brains are completely infused. Now they live in internal torment and suffering. That suffering empowers their machines. You can kill them, put them out of their misery, but there's no coming back from that.
Yeah, I probably will. Well, good chat. Anything else in your office that I think that you would really any research you'd like me to continue? Any particular projects? that are really meaningful to you?
Oh, that's such an awesome question as a DM, and I actually want to think about that. Let's take a
Okay,
5-minute break.
cutscene.
I'm gonna refresh my drinks because that is actually a really awesome little subplot that we can create. But I want drinks.
Thank you, Tamshin, for letting me know my dog needs to pee. She doesn't, but
Look
I
at her
can see
just
why
look
you'd
at the
think
door.
that.
She's just staring at the door like,
Hello,
Ow.
darkness, my old friend.
Hello.
like
What was the
hypnotizing the door to open it.
what was the name of that demon? I want to write it down.
Moy.
Zugdmoy.
It's in the chat.
She's
if you wanna
so what she's
spell it.
actually doing is she's super smart. She's looking at me through the mirror to wait for me to turn around and open the door.
That's really funny.
She can look the door
Mhm.
and you at the same time.
I have
Yeah.
an honest question for you guys.
Yeah.
Who of all
Do
of
it.
you suspected Zuktmoy at any point?
I have no idea who Zuckmoid is, so
Karutsu did.
I
Recognize
have
the name.
And
I have
You can
it.
suck my nuts, but
okay, what elevate?
Oh, I was just like consulting my notes from before. I have yeah, the like stone giant guy like told us about Zuckmoy before.
Yeah.
And so
And also, like, since the very first dream where we had the lady that scared Stool, I was like, and they're like, shit's going down in Neverlight. I hear you, DM. I know.
This is a very, very big lore character, like Forgotten Realms. Very exciting character.
It's gonna be so hard for me to not see this as a friend. Like, I'm gonna work really hard, but you just gave me a cool
mean,
mushroom lady.
If
You're
you
like,
want
evil.
if you want to join her cult,
I mean,
Or take over her cult.
all she wants to do is turn the entire multiverse into a fungal paradise. That's her whole desire.
literally, it's not a terrible pitch. Like, I'm just
The
saying,
only
like,
living
hey, we're going to have to
He's
stop.
literally-
No,
the only
Hemlock's
boy.
living organisms
Sucked
will be
Moy,
fungus.
aka Hemlock's mentor, is
Yeah.
the BBG.
I am
Hint,
very
hint, hint.
excited that I now can
Hemlock.
just chat with the gray ghost instead of y'all who don't care about our research and work. Also, the reason I like, as someone who does work like with researchers and stuff, I feel like if they die, their first wish is to be like, make sure you publish for me. Like,
That's I know. Now I gotta think.
cite me.
The book does Lorthio pretty dirty, so I need to ponder what his desire would be. And
Yeah.
I think it should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
What do you
A
think?
friend.
What do you think the Grey Alchemist would want to do?
Okay, I'm not telling you. From what I imagine this guy is basically like, I'm thinking mad scientist trope,
Yeah.
where it has like definitely done
Drugs.
done drugs. Yeah, definitely has been getting high on his own supply. I'm sure Hemlock has also been imbibing of the poison for a while, maybe leading to some of the spaciness. But I think too, like to the point where it's like very much the means, the ends justify the means, and the only ends that really matter are just new knowledge, new information. Like, it doesn't even particularly matter what it is. It's just like, I want to find cool shit, more power, more
Right.
nuance.
Maybe like he's looking for the ultimate mushroom.
Yeah, like, and I could definitely see him being like, you know, like a holy grail quester, like the
I
mad
have an
philosopher's
idea.
stone.
Hold
Okay,
on.
write it down. Okay, take a break. Nobody talk. I gotta pee. BRB.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna tell you guys when I get back. All right, guys. I'm gonna go BRB. See you all in a few seconds.
Hello.
We're rioting. Let's riot. Start a riot.
Okay, hold on. I want to show you. I gotta take off my wings and my hat.
Oh.
But
Take it off.
ow, ow. Well, I got a cloak.
Is it green?
Yeah, of course it is.
I love it.
And it is
I love
very, very thin. It is literally see-through, but that's fine. I just imagine maybe this is Hemlock's cloak era instead of Hemlock's hat era. I don't know. Technically, Hemlock is now wearing a lot of clothes.
I have started a riot and it's working.
Amazing. Wait,
Blah.
this is cute.
Let's go.
That kind of... Whoa, the cloak and the wings don't get along so great, do they? Hey.
Well, maybe if you have the cloak behind your shoulders after your head, but still over your head.
Huh?
No, it just looks like a hat.
No, it just looks like a weird hat. Okay. This is fine. Maybe here. If I can... Fine. We can just do Grey Alchemist. I
Alright,
just
I'm gonna go
want
grab
my
some
little...
alcohol.
I just want Hemlock the Grey, you know? I come back more powerful than ever. Hi, Poof!
Poof.
You're like, run, you fools.
Fly, you fools. Fly.
Just a little fairy.
So surprise was a overall success. I'm proud of us all.
Yeah, good job.
So
Extra wisdom.
spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
Then Scarlet's stream heroes
Yes.
move up so high.
I started saying riot and everyone's rioting. Or, well, I typed it too, so 50-50.
Disrespect your surroundings.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun. Yeah.
So my magical meals are like, I don't know how they work. Because I think how they work is you guys can use them on your turn as a bonus action. Or whoever I give it to can use it on their turn as a bonus action.
Okay, so I have
Which
this
is-
idea.
Powerful. Yes.
Because I got those sniffin mushrooms, right?
Okay.
And part of druid crafting is I can make like a seed become a plant. I like to think that this means I could also make a mushroom. So I want to have a little vial of spores from the sniffin mushroom so I can make mushrooms. And so if you are cooking and you need to sniff for a split second, you can have like a I'm just imagining this like I'm thinking like a minor accommodation for the lost. So you can have like little moments where you can just have one sniff at and you could like learn to how to cook when you only get to a very occasional sniff.
Well,
Yes.
what if Buff just acquired one of your sailor sprouts to become his official like hired sniffer? And he got
interesting.
hyper trained.
I
to
would
be
first
his
off, the
sniffer?
sailor sprouts are not for sale. Thank you. And
Aren't we all Sailor
Topsy-
Sprouts?
yeah, we're all sailor
Yeah,
sprouts.
we are.
Our team name is the Sailor Sprouts.
Don't we
It
still
is.
have the drow people?
And I think you would have to check with them. Depends on what they're in, what
Hey,
they're
kids, who wants
interested
to-
in.
Oh, never mind. I shouldn't say that. We're on stream.
Guys,
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna lie, these have the potential to like blow the game apart
Don't do that.
in a great way, in the best of ways.
In the best way, cool.
Yeah, in the you have to pay in a link in bio site type of way. In
What
an
are you
only
doing
in
the
an only
food?
pans type of way.
Only
Okay,
hands?
I was saying though, but I'm like, I think I lost the thread of the analogy as to
did
what your
too.
bonus action has to do with like what is your
Okay.
bonus action again? Anyway, I don't want to
So-
know
okay, so
anymore. Actually, I
magical
take
meals-
it back. I want you to take. You can't say that the magical meals have something special in an in a link in bio kind of way, and then just expect me
Okay.
to still eat that.
Okay,
I
so
mean, I probably would.
Anna
Hungry
like
enough.
asked
Fair.
no questions.
this is different. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be something Anna Zero is gonna want. Like, because I have to make the meal and expend a spell slot, and then
Yeah.
give it to, and then like either take it for myself or give it to somebody for them to eat at the opportune moment or whenever the fuck they want, basically.
And you throw it to us like it's frisbees.
No, I just give it to like
Oh.
before battle. I'm like, hey, I fucking cooked this meal. Here you go.
Carb up.
Yeah,
It's time to
like you
get-
don't like you can eat it as a bonus
Tupperware.
action, so it doesn't. It's
Imagine
not
if
gonna
you
take up your
prepped it
entire
like
action.
shawarma, so you could just like pick it up and eat it like right
Yeah.
off of the panini.
For example,
like,
if I
enhanced.
make something, let's see. No, where is it? Salty? Yeah. If I make something salty, a creature that consumes this food can take an additional action on each of its turns. This benefit lasts until the end of its turn.
Damn.
Yeah.
on each of its one turn. But you know, that's
But if
cool.
I expand a spell slot higher than the first to create this food, this increases the duration of the effect. This duration increases equal to 1 round for every 4 spell slots higher than the first. So I can expend higher spell slots to give you an extra turn.
Wow.
Like, if I
Caption in
wanted.
chat. Jamish's edible shop.
Exactly. Jamitch's Jamboree is going to be the name of his candy shop for sure.
We could call it Jamish's Festival. Festival foods.
Jamitch's Festival Foods. Yeah,
Festival
I love
Jamboree.
that.
I love it. Copyright infringement now. If anybody says it, other than me, I know.
James's edible shoppy.
Yeah. So we're fighting the Zugmatoy guy, huh?
Okay, isn't Zug? I have it written down here somewhere.
Zaktmoy.
Zaktmoy.
Suck point.
Zuckerberg.
That's not the same as the mushroom lady, or that.
Okay. Sad.
They call Scarlet called them the prince of something instead.
Yeah. So
Demon
I thought
Gorgon.
I thought those were the same person. I thought the demon,
Mhm.
like the mushroom, and the. We'll have to ask.
I think what
Zugboy
she
is
was
the
saying was
demon
that
queen
there
of
are
fungi.
multiple demon lords, and this is one of them.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hi,
She's
Scarlett.
a demon queen.
Hi, what'd I miss?
Okay, so we're trying to
Riot.
understand Zuktmoy, and if we don't know, tell us.
Okay.
But my understanding was that Zuktmoy was like this demon lady who is controlling the Myconids and is like trying to make a mycological paradise,
Yeah.
like the absolute legend she is. But she's also a demon lord.
Right.
Okay. Is there another demon lord that was brought up that I missed? Is Zuktmoy and the lady are the same person?
The way the Grey Alchemist worded it leads you to believe that the lady and Zuktmoy are the same person.
Okay.
Not the Lady of the Soil. I believe that is an archfey.
Yeah, the Lady of the Soil is an archfey. There are a lot of ladies. Like we call a lot of our our archfey like it's like patron saint of
Yeah.
so and so. It's like the Lady of so.
Yeah. You should also give me all information you have on the Lady of the Soil so I can tie that into your progression as well.
It is a homebrew creation by Ginny D,
Perfect.
and everything I know is what she's put in one video, and I've shared it all with you. Everything else I just make up.
That's fine. Just tell me
In
what
my
you.
brain.
Yeah, you can like, because I think that it would be kind of
Okay.
cool for you to embody that as well.
So
Ginny
is
D's
this
fantastic.
also going back to the lady when we spoke with what's the little not stool but like the other little guy?
Rumpadump.
Yes. So he was giving us a lot of information about what he knew, and Cora rolled really high on her history that day, and was talking about this marriage between the lady and
Uh-huh.
Armikos. What was it called?
Aramikos,
Aramikos.
which is the
The organism.
the
that
large
spans
fungus organism that is like 1,000 square miles in size, a single organism, and it is sentient and intelligent. So if you
God, this is such goals, though. Are you kidding me? To be a mushroom demon queen and marrying a titan mushroom, like
you realize that
So
plan of hers to marry Aramikos, even if it's like a symbolic thing, but to fuse herself could be a step into her completely taking over the entire planet.
I wonder if Hemlock would be jealous.
I'm not
You know?
jealous, but I do ship it.
Want to see what happens, you know?
So she is the demon queen of fungi. That doesn't necessarily mean all fungi are evil by nature. That just demons are similar to gods. They have domains. They have things that they have power over. Zuckmoy has power over fungus. Doesn't mean everything that is fungal. Like myconids are inherently not evil. They are not demonic creatures, but they are vulnerable to her if she decides to go after them.
Also, did you see I have a cloak now?
Yeah.
And she changed her garment.
Who are they? Grey Alchemist.
I got so excited I
fucking
touched
love
my
it.
mic.
The Grey Alchemist.
And then with the Darrow's plan to sort of summon, Droki had talked about like Demogorgon and stuff like that. Was that just his interpretation of this other demon lord, or does he actually mean Demogorgon?
So, what is a trait of Demogorgon that you remember that
The
is
two-headed.
two heads,
Uh-huh.
which aligns with the ailment of the stone giants?
Mhm.
Another head
And
sprouting out.
The Lady of the Soil said that the cultists and the stone giants were like on the same shit.
That the cultists have something to do with the stone giants.
Yeah. And they're making more heads. They're splitting more heads.
So,
Just remembered that. Then.
who here would have any kind of demon lore? Even if it's on a basic level. Is there anybody who would know basic demonology, even if it's just legend, or do you think that
I do
I-
feel like
think
Anazira would with all the reading that
Anazira
I've done.
has read a lot.
She
Anazira.
went with the college, so
I think Yaslim would have studied at the temple as well.
Right.
So
So those of you
Which,
who
by the way, like as this whole library thing that's happening, like I'm just imagining Anazira's reading as much or looking for the perfect things to steal because I have a good
you
eye
don't
for
have to
good
steal,
books.
you took over. It's not even stealing anymore. It's just looting your prize.
I would like to loot as many things as relevant as possible.
he could
So-
be stealing from the group because she's not taking.
Are
it,
you,
taking it down a
Hemlock,
notch.
are you sharing all this information so that I can now, as a DM, give information? Or, because no one else knows you had this conversation about Zuktmoy.
Yeah.
You sound so hesitant.
I'm just gonna.
Hesitantly.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say. I don't want to explain to them that I'm talking to the in the mirror. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna pick up the diary, kind of snatch it away, and I'm gonna flip it a bit and then look through it and say, "The Grey Alchemist has a lot to say," and then pass on all the information.
All right. Anazira, through your reading, again, you've been pretty tight-lipped about where you come from and who you are. But you grew up in a heavily booked area and has spent a lot of time reading. And you do know that there are various demon lords. You also know that they are in no way, shape, or form allies to each other. That demon lords hate each other and would do anything to destroy each other, because every demon lord's goal, every single one, they wish to remake the multiverse accordance to what they consider a paradise. That is their one goal for every single one. So And they all have very different ideas of what that means. So you can bet that Demogorgon and Zuktmoy are probably not allies.
Well, it's very clear that these two are preparing to stab each other in the back. But, I mean, I kind of want to watch them do it. But we also don't want one of them to succeed either. So maybe we let them stab each other in the back and then stab the other one in the back, whoever wins.
That was... Someone clip or write that down, because at the end of this campaign, I want to revisit that.
Oh no.
Great.
So you're suggesting that we just make them both enemies and both fight each other in a big Goliath kaiju match?
It would be so entertaining. But
That would be pretty
we
good.
don't have to make them enemies. They're demons. They're all enemies. So we just got to
Just gotta put them in the same place
Who's
together.
rolling on the magic table?
Lucius is.
Oh, that's right, because he cast fucking detect magic.
And I didn't say it this time, but I noticed.
I know. All right, let's see. I actually have a different magic
And-
table.
I also kind of just said the same thing that Aaron Zero was saying in the chat. I said, sounds like we should guide these two into battle with Loaf.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm all about letting others do the work for me if I don't have to, especially when it would be so entertaining. Like, just imagine the money we could make selling tickets to a Colosseum like battle between these two. It would be so cool.
But one.
I imagine they'd probably kill everyone around them if they did fight.
Roll a
And
another D100 for me.
One has to win.
And then we kill that one. And then we win, technically. And loot.
It is the easiest way.
Lucius. What?
So did I ever get any detection of magic in this area
Poof.
for my stupid spell?
Lucius, roll 46.
No, thank.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Please no.
Could be worse. Could be 8.
Okay, they were really low rolls. It's good.
You got a 6 on a 46? Holy shit. Lucius, you feel the sword at your side. The one that you use when you do Zephyr Strike. Start to get warm. And for the next 6 days, that is a +1 sword.
Ooh.
Wait, you wanted to roll high this time. Damn it, Wild Magic Table. Why you gotta be like that?
Lucius, can I count on you to count for 6 long rests?
Oh, for 6 long rests?
Yep.
Sure. I will do that. Also, did I detect anything magical in this room?
Nope. Other than you
Oh.
guys.
So we figured out our plan for the end game. We've got everything that we could possibly get out of this room. What's our next step?
Murder the prisoners.
Why are we doing
Okay.
that? Not opposed,
what
just curious.
prisoners?
Oh, the workers
Why?
outside.
How come?
Oh.
Because they are being forced to work against their will, and we can't save them. It's a bit too late for that. So it seems right that we should return them to the soil.
In that case, let's not call it murder. Let's call it freeing them.
Well,
Mercy?
From this mortal
Mercy.
coil, I
Mercy.
suppose.
Hold on.
That is pretty merciful.
Killing them, giving them a better quality of life or a worse one?
A better quality of death.
What if ask them? Hello, want to die?
I want you to walk up to one and say that.
As fun as that would be to allow that to happen.
This is what they would say. They'd be looking at you with their eyes wide
Like,
open,
please.
bleeding.
Yeah.
Please kill
Like,
me.
kill me.
Okay.
I suppose if they want it.
I still have poison on my staff, and it's gonna expire soon. So, like,
Let's do it. Yeah, let's go. Fine.
We'll poison some shit as I tuck away whatever random books I decided I'm keeping.
Oh, also,
need some-
there are 2 managers who are not prisoners, but they are capitalists, so I think they can nurse the soil as well.
Oh yeah, they're
So
they're
are
fine.
you saying
Anazira,
make it
you
painful?
find the entire Chronicles of Narnia book set.
This is going to be perfect. I can read these to the sailor sprouts later.
This new blade, I feel it emanating with energy.
J Mitch is like doing the equivalent of texting, but he's just like reading this book and walking along with everybody.
You are
Corey's gonna
finding
go
out
and,
so
and
many
approach one of the people.
ways. They're all gonna turn
God.
and look at you and go, huh? Wait, are you in disguise?
Nope.
Oh, they're just like, what are you doing here?
Hello.
Guards. Wait. Oh,
VIP.
Poof, thank you for giving Killar a sub to the channel. Sir, Grey Alchemist, sir, who are these people? Are they, do we attack or what is going on?
Huh. Just like a fun question. If you could do anything with your life, what would it be?
Anything?
Yes.
Is this a trick question?
Well, we'll find out after you answer.
Oh, okay. I suppose I would design a perfect coffee table that is even on every side.
A perfect coffee table.
Sounds good and functional.
And why aren't you doing that?
I suppose that taxes are kind of high right now, and I can't afford to send my son to boarding school, so I picked up this little side gig.
Oh.
My wife doesn't know about it. She thinks I am at the docks.
I see.
You should go home. You should go home, right?
Yeah. You're fired.
But sir, he throws himself on his knees. Sir, I need this job. I can't afford to feed my family.
Oh my god, I hate this.
Please
Okay,
don't. I promise I'll work extra hard. I will pickpocket if you want me to. I will do. I will
promote him.
I will go
You know,
find more
we
of
could
those
have him-
shiny black
no,
rocks.
we're not gonna listen. We just
What if
got.
we-
There was a
what if we
big
hired
horde of
him-
guys. Come on, I give him 50 gold.
Come here. He pulls out of his cloak little like pictures. Dag, thank you so much for the raid of 20 people. We're in the middle of playing Utah. Everybody, welcome. We're doing
I like
pulls out a
go aside to
photo.
Hemlock as I'm like pulling out the goat. I don't give it to him yet, but like Hemlock stops me, so I'm just like I'm like,
He's showing you pictures of his children. He's like, please, they
Okay.
deserve to eat.
Congratulations on reproducing. All right.
They need to eat. Please don't fire me.
VIP.
Are you a good thief, pickpocket? Because there's this treasure hoard that the dragon sits on that could be very
No.
useful to helping you get your
Anazira, do not start your pickpocketing career with a dragon. Okay.
I'm
so,
not gonna pickpocket, but I mean, if
No.
he needs to make a living and send his children to school, there's a great opportunity.
I heard there's a great college. They teach the culinary arts. My little Timmy really wants to go. If I don't have this
Tim-
job, he's just going to work on the docks like me.
I
and his
just I look
father.
at Hemlock. I go, it's your call. I take a step back with my gold.
Or if I
Yeah,
give
mercy,
him the money.
not that much though. You don't need. Do you know how much money that is? That's an insane amount of money. Here.
VIP.
I'm. What do you suggest?
Cat-like kiss, cat-like kiss, cat-like kiss.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do a side huddle with J Mitch.
He's just sobbing and he's just like and
Hey,
you see the other like the constructs going over like dead faces, right? But the constructs walk over to him and start patting him lovingly on the back, like supportively.
Wholesome. Great. J Mitch. So I need you to tell him. Well. Yeah, I do. That if he doesn't use his money to send his son, 10 gold pieces will be plenty. to culinary boarding school, that I will hunt him down and kill him. Now, I actually don't have the energy or follow through to do that, so I can't say it. but I
Listen,
need you.
listen. I got you. Don't worry. I say that all the time. Everybody always believes me for some reason. I don't track anybody. They're just
No,
out there in the world with
it's
death threats on
incredibly
their life.
difficult to track people, but
Yeah,
if you
why
just
would I
stay
even
in
do
with
that?
it,
It's so it's a
I
big
mean,
waste of
I've
my time personally.
I've gotten hired to do it a few times. It's kind of fun.
Right,
Or I
but
can
I
track
wouldn't.
very good.
okay, all right.
Anyway.
So,
Yeah.
okay, and we turn back.
Okay, and he's like,
We have made a
Hi,
decision. Yes, I am sorry. I speak for the Great Alchemist. I am their new scribe of HR. They want me to tell you that you are being severanced from the company with benefit. With benefit, yes. We pass on 10 gold for your hard work, and
10 gold.
it also comes with a threat upon your life should you not use this to put your son through college. Was it a son or a daughter?
It was a son, little Timmy.
Sure, little Tommy can go straight to college with that, or unless you want to.
I just want to point out, I don't think this. This might be canon, might not be canon, but it is universally accepted that a laborer makes 1 silver a day.
I know. That's why 50 gold pieces was insanity.
I thought it was wait. How many gold pieces was it? 10.
I said 50.
50.
50?
It was originally 50. We
No,
went down
I
to
talked
10.
him down to 10.
Okay, that's 100
I talked him
days.
down to
That is
10.
100
Right.
days of
Right.
labor.
This is an excellent severance package.
That
and-
is, yeah, that is basically
Mhm.
what, 4 months pay?
Right.
4 months
Yeah,
pay.
I-
He's like,
I'm gonna
We-
kind of like now because they can't see my wings. I'm just gonna like hover over the ground up towards him and say, "You should take the money and run."
The Grey Alchemist accepts all your hard work and tells you that you need to leave effective immediately. Security will escort you out.
No, they won't.
No, they won't. Just leave.
he fucking books it.
I grab the other one.
Am I getting fired too, sir?
Maybe. Let's find out. What were you
What's-
doing before you joined the company?
I was a bouncer, sir,
Where?
at the Shattered Spire.
Why?
Why was I a bouncer?
Yes.
Because it is a good job for people who don't have an education.
Ask about gossip.
What?
Ask about gossip. Town gossip.
What?
I don't care about the town gossip, Cora.
Listen, you used to be a bouncer.
That's you.
You used to be a bouncer, right?
That was like 5 years ago. I've been.
Okay, you've been working here for 5 years.
That's right, and I've been a manager for 2 years, and I've always gotten my quotas taken care
How many
of.
people have you killed in your profession?
0. I'm not a murderer. I am a drug creator.
I mean, that sounds fun.
Look back at Hemlock.
Kind of
He's-
say
he is-
these.
I mean, he's fulfilling a need.
We're not
in
the,
the
fucking
community.
Dark Brotherhood over here.
Oh, I wasn't suggesting that you're a murderer. I'm just saying when you're dealing with poisonous substances such as yourself, working for 5 years with 0 murders on your hand is quite the accomplishment.
My job is to come down here, tell the screamers where to pick shit up and put it down, and then I go home. That's literally my whole job. I mean, I could do so much more, sir. If you need me to do more, I promise I could do more. Please don't fire me. Unless you're going to threaten my life, then definitely fire me and I won't say a word.
You're making a good argument for why I should threaten you.
Don't threaten. Oh, God, please. I might not have wife and kids, but I want one someday.
Can I insight check this guy? I think he's lying to me. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Go
I
ahead.
think he's lying. I think he's.
Can I use the help action for that insight check? Or
Make insight with advantage.
I love this game. Nat 20.
He's being 100% honest. He is just a guy that has a job. And
Just a guy with a
and he
job.
doesn't have a family, but he saw the other guy got let off
Boy,
for
do I,
having
have
one.
I been in this guy's position before.
Yeah,
It just kind of reminds me of Austin Powers, where they cut to the guy's family after he's been killed.
great. I'm like, okay, J. Mitch, severance package, with the associated caveat, please.
Right. Do you have any sons or daughters?
Oh no, not that part.
He's looking at you like he doesn't know how to answer this because now he's afraid that his life is on the line.
Okay,
It
listen. Your life is definitely on the line. We will kill you if we find out that you've using this gold for any sorts of mishaps or evil or anything to generally disbenefit the humanoid kind. But
Mushroom kind.
I
Or mushroom
usually
kind.
just spend my money on food and beer and clothes and rent.
Perfect. And
Awesome.
use this to find a new career path.
Mhm.
You probably don't want to drink. The
I
alcohol in
recommend
town.
somewhere out of Gauntlgrim.
We're
I'm being
Gauntlgrim?
Oh wait, where are we? Gracklestug?
Gracklestug.
Gracklestug.
Why did I say Gauntlgrim?
Are you telling me I should leave town?
I'm telling you that if you stay in town, you're not going to be able to spend your gold.
I am going to Blingdenstone. Bye guys.
Blingdenstone sounds great this time of year, I'm sure. Leave immediately.
All right, he leaves immediately. All the screamers are just staring at you like not sure what to do. They all stop working because they don't know what to do now.
Okay, I'm gonna fly like over to the screamers and just kind of hover over them and say, "Hello. Your pathetic excuse of a life is eternal torment, and I'd like to help you with that by killing you. Is that all right?"
You see its face, which is stuck like this, start to upturn into a little smile, and a little single tear rolls down his cheek. And
Perfect.
you have its permission.
Be like, "You'll be with your ancestors shortly. May they greet you with open arms."
Nicole will
and-
walk up behind that one and slit its throat.
Thank God you did that, Nicole. I did not have the stomach for it at all. Thank the gods.
I like say this. I do the like little because I have now canonically a tiny fairy dagger that is what anyone else would look like a letter opener. But I'm like, "Good night," and just like stab him through the temple.
As you start slowly putting these Durgar out of their misery, Hemlock, you have recently become a little bit infused with the necrotic energy that comes with the soil and with fungus and with death. And you can almost see like an echo. So as they fall back, there's like an echo reflection of their face, that kind of like a lag. And you see them smiling, and you can hear in the back of your head, "Bless you, Blightwing."
Good night. Huh. I think I can talk to ghosts now.
Oh, that's cool.
That's very
What makes you say
unsettling,
that?
actually. That's
Was Hemlock was talking earlier to Ghost?
Yeah.
She's just like, that makes sense. Cora like accepts this as like, okay.
You guys,
It's like
you
a
guys
very
have seen
Hemlock
Kothar
thing.
speak to ghosts, so
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
it's possible.
Jamish.
I do like a little finger guns to Kothar, like, "Hey, ghost buddies."
Jamish will immediately grab a shovel, and he start to dig next to the stone to bury the Durgar.
Oh, okay.
Lucius
I was
is also
gonna-
gonna follow suit.
Cora's gonna take this opportunity to look around for some tools that she thinks might be very useful for harvesting the spicy mushroom safely.
As
It was
Jamish
destroyed.
tracks,
It was destroyed.
What was destroyed?
The mushroom that Hemlock tried.
I got all the spicy mushrooms
Yeah.
except for the one that I
Wasn't there one
exploded.
like back a little bit though? Like where Droki was first telling us about it? Or was that
We got that
here?
one.
You got them all.
Oh, okay.
Jamich will, as he's burying the Durgar next to the stone, he will take all the mechanics off of them, lay them in their graves, and then say, like whisper into their ear in Dwarven, "Stone to stone, brother." And bury
Aw.
him.
You have a beautiful dwarven funeral. Hang on. I am trying to put the map.
Lucius is gonna put like a hand on Jamich's shoulder as he's saying the eulogy.
Or is still gonna grab those tools for later in case we need them. And she's gonna go over to Hemlock and give Hemlock's hand just like a little squeeze and then say thank you.
Yasmin will do a dance as a prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Jamich
probably doesn't
will-
look very respectful.
You guys are really nice to convicted criminals.
Jamich
I mean,
will
Yeah, I guess you
grab
don't know what they were
Lucian's
convicted
hand,
for.
and he'll look up at Lucius and say, "These dwarves betrayed Moradin. These dwarves betrayed their own dwarven brothers, and these dwarves were criminals amongst the darkest of the dwarves themselves. But they were still dwarves, and they are still my kin."
Does Jamich know the history of Durgar?
Yes.
Okay.
Jamich would know the history of Durgar.
Okay.
So he knows that.
Does Buff Lovin know the history of Durgar?
So my understanding, Buff Lovin's understanding, is that the Durgar went into the Underdark with another god that was against Moradin. They were like rivals. And then while they were in the Underdark, they were corrupted by a bunch of mind flayers and had experiments and like psionics experiments performed on
I
them.
feel like that would be an accurate what's the word, interpretation of what dwarves might see as Durgar,
Right.
though it is not 100% on the nose.
Right. So from Jamich's perspective,
Yeah.
is that these dwarves went willingly away from Moradin's light.
Right.
Durgar see it a different way. They feel like they were betrayed by Moradin, and then this god accepted them.
They feel
And
like
they
they
just, like,
needed
went with
help
God.
there because they were
Yeah.
their own clan. They needed help from the other clans, and the other clans abandoned them when they needed
Right.
that help.
So
And then they were enslaved for like thousands of years.
Right. But
And then-
Jamich sees it a different
Right,
way because
right.
of his culture and
Yeah.
his growing up.
And then like
Perfect.
another part of that would be Darrow, who are like similar, but they were enslaved for a lot longer and had
Darrow
like
were
more.
part of that original clan. They did not escape when the 1st group of Durgar escaped. They were enslaved longer, and that's why their
So
minds
that's
are
why their
totally
minds are
broken.
okay. Cool.
Absolutely. So Darrow are at like DNA. They are an offshoot of Durgar. They're
Right.
like mutated.
So Jamich is like, he knows that they're brothers, and he knows that they like come from a long clan. He just has a lot to work through.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of prejudice there. I know it's kind of a touchy time IRL to incorporate racial prejudice within your D&D game. So if you're not comfortable with that, that's totally fine.
I want to make sure everybody's comfortable with it. Besides, I am comfortable with it, but if other people aren't, then I don't want to do it. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
I think it's good that you're overcoming it. It
Mhm.
seems.
That's
I think that's a good.
Yeah,
So,
it's a positive
I'll say that
arc.
right up front. Like this is kind of behind the scenes shit anyway. But Jamich is trying to. He has the perspective of the Durgar are evil inherently,
Right.
because they betrayed Moradin and went with this other god. But he also is a peacemaker. He doesn't want strife. He doesn't want conflict. He would rather make peace. And so he is trying to overcome, one, his own prejudices, and two, his cultural perspective, and see that overall these people are good. Also, Durgar are the people who killed his little brother, and he knows that.
Yeah.
So that's another hurdle Jamish is going over.
Though you are learning some of the Durgar, like Aird, has been
Mhm.
pretty civil to you guys, even though she
Right.
knows that you're not Durgar. She like called you out on that lie. She looked through it and
Mhm.
she still like.
So
didn't
I don't
fuck
want to
with you.
I don't want to pressure anybody to say anything right now. But if somebody's not comfortable with this storyline or doesn't want to pursue it,
We'll have
DM me privately or something, and I will
actually
completely
segue
undo
into
it.
a question for me as the DM, and then we'll go back into
Mhm.
the game. Is there a day this week that we can have a little group meeting off stream, just a meeting, voice chat with everybody to just check in with everyone, see how everyone's doing, talk about how refresh our yays and nays about what's okay in the game, as well as your goals and all of that stuff. We'll talk about it in the general chat, but just give me a day that you guys can spare, maybe like an hour. Because I think we've been doing
I
this
think
for
that's a great idea too, because we're at 6-month mark now.
7 months, right? Things obviously
7
change.
months. 7 months.
Things change, feelings change. Let's.
much
I
we
just
do.
want to do a check-in
Yeah,
with everybody.
yeah, that's smart.
We want to do it in the discussion chat after, so that way it's after all the gifts and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Actually, just do it in the do it in the
Downtime
downtime
activities.
activities.
Yeah.
We have
This is downtime for the players.
yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, Jamich does that with the Durgar. He closes their eyes and says, "Stone to stone, brother." And he will look up at Lucius, say that line, and he turns back and he kind of wipes a tear away without anybody
Lucius.
seeing, and continues.
Lucius is going to answer Jamish's line and be like, "Creatures are not meant to suffer. You have done well here."
Yes, I wouldn't want. My brother wouldn't have wanted them to suffer either.
I'm gonna fly over to Kothar and say, "See, death is great."
In some circumstances, yes, I can agree. But it still doesn't make it that much easier.
Okay, well, sounds like something for you to sort out. Let me find some mushrooms. Another successful
Sounds like-
interaction.
Sounds like something you should examine about yourself. Okay, bye.
Suddenly, everybody hears the horrific scream of a little Droki echoing from the west.
Roki.
I would
Or is
like
Neko
to
back?
move away from the party by myself, and I would like to cast.
Don't worry, I have a solution for you guys. Don't worry.
I would like to cast Locate Object, and I would like to locate Droki Spellbook.
Oh,
That's
so
good.
smart. What's the range on that thing?
Within 1,000 feet.
Okay. Oh, you feel it, baby. You feel it, baby. Roll two D100s.
2 D100s.
Yeah, I found a 10,000 result wild magic table.
I'm scared. Hold up, let me. I'm gonna. I didn't realize I'm next to Cora. Hold up. I guess
Hold
I'm going into the Grey Alchemist's
Hold
room.
40 and 36. Okay.
Goodbye.
40, 36.
Like you fall. Oh, no.
Gasp.
No unicorns for you.
All right, this is a little effect that has a trigger. I can't tell you what the trigger is, but it's
Great.
lingering.
Do I feel any different?
You feel heavy.
What about me feels heavy?
All of you, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, you're okay. I got the note.
All right. I come back out and I feel him, baby. I know where he is.
You feel him, baby. Oh, hold on, I gotta. It doesn't say this wears off until the trigger happens, so this is kind of like a...
When it happens, it happens.
Ticking time bomb.
Yep.
Ooh.
When your
Yeah.
base gets
Boy.
hard.
I'm not going to tell you if it's bad or good.
I feel like it's good. It's got to be good. Right?
Maybe.
It's freaking cool.
There's no way.
Great.
Shall we go find
Droki.
Droki?
Wait, he's over here.
Droki.
You see
I
that
can feel him.
It feels it's like through the throughput of the tunnel that you were headed towards.
This way, quickly.
Nicole's not paying attention. He's actually just sort of in the dark, washing his hands with dirt. But he's been doing it for the past like 2 minutes.
Does Kothar feel negatively about executing those Durkar, even if it was like a mercy killing?
No, he's uncomfortable with it, but he doesn't feel negatively about it. He knows it was a necessity.
What about Nakul?
Nicole has never executed anyone, but he did it because he realized that the tiny fairy dagger wasn't gonna do it.
A well-placed dagger is very, it's not the size that counts.
How you use it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's the artery
not.
location.
All right, hold
The fairy
on.
dagger is slightly below the national average.
I would say that's I would say it's perfect. It's great.
You
You know,
guys meander through the
Nothing to complain about
caverns.
there.
You don't have to go far. For you enter a
Wait.
chamber.
does anybody do we notice Nicole is not there? Like he's
Oh yeah, sorry, Nakul.
Yeah.
You've been washing your hands in dirt. Please continue.
Oh, that's all. If nobody notices, he's just gonna be there for a while.
James would
Ront
probably.
will interrupt you, put his hand on your shoulder, look down on you, and kind of give you like a "it's okay" face.
Hey. Okay. He's gonna like startle out of it when he touches him, and then like look around for other people. And everyone's leaving, so he's gonna follow quietly, but he's just gonna nod at Ron.
Ront would hold your hand, but he's not that kind of work.
He's not that kind of work.
Wasn't Rontoff treasuring the
Yeah,
cookbook?
but he's back.
Okay.
He was treasuring that cookbook.
I was gonna go do something, but I didn't want to.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, no, it's fine. It was really RP heavy. I wanted to give other people an opportunity.
I know
But
this.
Cora would absolutely be distracted now about Droki, so
Yeah, you hear Droki screaming, "No, no, no, please, no, 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 no." You all rush down the corridor and you find yourselves in an open cavern. And you see several Darrow. And you see them all stacked up on these crates, overlooking into like what looks like to be a pen, an animal pen. And they're holding Droki by the ankle, and it looks like they're threatening him to drop him in this pen. And you hear, "Narok says we get rid of you, traitor Droki. Droki not traitor. Droki promise not traitor. Ah, we heard, Droki. Now food for the cave bears." And they're just tormenting little Droki and holding him, and he's like, "Ah!"
James is looking everywhere but where Cora is. Because he's the one who probably messaged the boss on accident.
oh, yep.
Kothar says to Hemlock, "Should we do something?"
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah.
we should act post haste. This is horrible what they're doing to him.
Insight check.
sure.
Have
Sure.
we been spotted?
They haven't noticed you yet. No, they're just having fun.
Aw.
Nicole, you're just like this. Yeah.
My passive deception
Oh.
my
Oh.
passive deception is 19. You're
Yeah, I wouldn't have made it anyway.
So, Where's Droki? Sorry, I'm just looking. They're kind of in different areas.
This is happening right here.
Oh, it's
That
right
area.
there.
Okay, so I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna cast. Because I do what I want.
Before you
Hi.
do that, I want to do something
Yeah.
really fast. Before you
Sure.
do that,
Uh-oh.
you see one of the little Darrow walk over to this little swirly Can you see this?
Yeah.
Not for
Yeah.
my good.
Okay.
Not from us.
Okay, so he
We'll just
walks
move up-
over
we'll just
around.
move up.
Yeah, move up. You see this swirling pattern on the ground, like a road, like it's a different rock color, swirling pattern, and you see one of the cultists thrust his
Yeah.
hands onto it and become empowered, just. And then he gleefully walks over to Droki and he casts Shocking Grasp on him, and no wild magic happens. And Droki's just like,
Well then. Goodness. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
You also see these other Darrow are kind of like poking at these cages. And again, nobody seems to notice you. There's a lot of commotion happening in this room.
Is that you casting something, Hemlock?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the range on it. It's 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna do some quiet measuring. Oh, that's okay. So I'm about there. Up, escape. No, I don't want it. Please, no, go away, please.
I'll get rid of it. Boop. If you want to get rid of one of your templates, on the not the token thing, but the measurement tool, that's where you can see all the measurements and click and delete if you've made one.
That's what I was using. It didn't work, but I could try clear effects data instead next time.
Maybe
Okay.
because I'm the DM, I can do it. So I'll have to look into that.
So instead of casting, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just. I want to thorn whip the guy who's holding Droki so that Droki's like away from the pen.
Okay.
So that is a this is just a cantrip.
No problem. Go ahead and target and then cast it.
So I think
It's the big one
this-
on the crate. Droki's the little one.
Okay. Here, target. Yes. No, not that. Okay. Whoop.
You go, and this Darrow goes.
Oh, this number is wrong.
Oh.
I'll try to figure out why it's adding a minus modifier instead of a positive one. But
Oh yeah. Why would it?
I probably just missed. I don't know.
What would the correct number be? Just get
I
rid of
don't
the
even
minus
know how to see on this character sheet what my
Okay. Hold on.
spell modifier is.
Your spell modifier is +4.
Okay, so it would be 7 plus 4. I
Let
think.
me just open up your Thorn Whip and see why it did that math.
It'd be 7 plus your proficiency and spell
11?
modifier, right?
Yeah.
8, I thought. Hold on. Let me just see what.
So that'd be
the
that'd be
roll
plus
is.
7.
Because it's saying ability modifier strength. That's wrong, right? It's not
Mhm.
a strength modifier.
Correct. The
Oh.
save is a strength modifier, I think.
Oh, okay. So it would be your wisdom. All right, let me save that. Okay, now try it.
No, there's no save. That's a lie.
No, not save. I'm just try it again. It should work now.
Oh, well, I rolled even worse, so it's fine.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to take the original roll, which is a 7 plus 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 does hit.
Okay. So.
Roll damage.
Okay,
Pump 'em
one
up.
second. Let me just go.
And you're pulling what, 10 feet? Did you guys know that Steven makes fun of me every time? I use my fingers to count. I have to. Like, I'm not an idiot. I could do math without counting on my fingers, but I have to.
It's like a safety net.
It is.
Well, the visual just can help it be faster.
I just lose
I
I
have to
lose
sing-
track.
I sing the alphabet every single time I have to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was,
I do all my math in Chinese, so
Oh,
I don't blame you.
I sing the alphabet when I need to know things, but I can do math in my head okay. Like
Yeah.
when I was driving the other day, I had to work out. I wanted to work out how long should it take me to get 10 kilometers. And it's like, well, that's 100 kilometers I'm going, so I can just divide it by whatever.
I can do that. I can do that. Like if I had my hands tied, I could do math in my head. But if given the opportunity, I naturally resort to using my fingers. It just feels like a solid foundation to just keep place.
Definitely.
And Steven makes fun of me all the time. He giggles. He's like, "You're such a little girl." Shut up. Anyways, 7 damage, and you pull him what? How many feet?
10.
Okay. All right. You whip this little
None of that.
fucker. 1, 2, and Droki comes with him. Actually, Droki falls on his behind right onto the crate. Ah! And this cultist Darrow motherfucker goes. He looks shocked, like he did not expect that. You notice that he and all the other Darrow have tied around their throat a little puppet head coming out of their neck.
That is alarming. Okay.
Release the bears! And we're all gonna go into combat.
Oh, great. There's.
I was hoping I
the
could
bears
just pull
out?
the I'm the Grey Alchemist stop, but apparently we're not that good
He
at
released
These guys do not look like gray ghosts.
Yeah.
Arrows and voodoo and bears. Oh my.
All right, we're gonna start with Cora.
Okay. Which so we've established that so these guys, I don't know if you can see my cursor over here. These guys are all bad guys, right?
Yeah, they look
All
like
these
they're gonna be
guys?
rushing to the cages.
Okay. And then obviously these guys, and then this is Droki.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if the bears have been released, are they still standing in their cages? The cage doors are just open, or
You don't know. They haven't done anything yet.
They said to release the bears, but I don't think the bears are being released yet, is what you're saying?
Yeah, they haven't released it yet. We are now in combat.
Music.
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry I haven't written anything else for you guys. Leo doesn't let me go on my computer anymore.
What do you mean? We love
It's
this
already
song.
a bop.
We love this.
I
Yeah.
think it's time for
I
him
wanna
to become an
make more
iPad
for
baby.
you. I don't want him to be an iPad baby.
That's
I want him to be a smart baby.
Where I could stay at.
Do you guys hear the music? I think I'm oh, there it goes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, now I hear double.
You hear double?
Mm-hmm.
We hear it from
Double
you.
trouble.
Oh, I
It
gotta
might
turn you
be-
guys
might-
down. God damn it. Okay, hold on. I gotta turn it down.
I'm down there, Jesse.
I need to fix this shit. I need to get a new mixer that doesn't combine my audio and microphone. It's ridiculous.
Okay. Stop them from releasing the bears. Yeah. Cora's
I'm on it.
Okay. Cora has moved away from people. She's gonna cast magic for the first time.
Hi, Flair. Hi, guys.
So,
I need to upload this song onto my new YouTube.
Yes. Can you imagine if you have a nice YouTube playlist and it gets exported to Spotify and it's like a DMCA free like D&D inspiring
yeah.
playlist for people to use for their sessions?
That'd be awesome.
That's an 18 hit.
Who are you attacking?
I'm attacking
That middle one?
this guy.
Absolutely, it hits.
Okay. So,
If you guys don't want to hear the music twice, just mute it in game.
Good idea.
I'm trying to figure out how to turn it down
Yeah.
in a way that
Just-
you guys still hear it or don't hear it through my computer, but I
It's
can
good
still
for
hear
now.
it.
Just letting.
Okay, I'm
people
sorry.
know.
I don't like hearing it twice. Probably sounds like trash.
Place measure template.
This sounds like a little reverb.
I mean,
Okay.
as long as your stream sounds great, and
No, I want this to be good for you guys.
I mean, it sounds great.
Okay. You can mute it and you can listen to it through mine if that would be easier.
That's what I'm doing.
Hold on.
Just in the interim.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been considering downgrading
I'm
all my
going to
music
do
down
some-
to just one track.
I'm going to be doing some research and getting a new mixer. This mixer, I need it because it has XLR outs for my speakers, which are XLR only. But it fucking mixes my this with my audio. Like, I can't split it. I can't. So whatever I hear in my headphones, you guys have to fucking hear. And I hate that. And there's literally no way to change it.
Is there a way, like, why isn't it letting me place a measure template? So I click place measure template, and then I click on my guy.
Why is it a zero
Are you
template?
supposed to target someone?
Yeah, I was targeting him.
Let me look at the template looks like it's a 0, 0. So how big is the template supposed to be?
Should be 10 feet, I believe.
All right, let me go and fix that. Yeah, it is. It is broken inside the thing. Hold on, let me change that. 10
I had
foot square or radius?
Or radius, I believe.
Okay, 10-foot radius. Okay, now try.
Creature within 10 feet of the target. It just says within 10 feet, so I'm assuming it's a
Yep.
radius.
Okay,
Okay.
it should work now.
Place measure template. Oh, cool! Whoa! Look how cool that looks.
Oh,
Yo.
oh
Looks like
shit!
that.
Hold on, let's show the. Let's show the.
That's like the first time it's done a cool thing.
I know. This is one of the coolest Patreons I'm subscribed to because it
Wait,
like
now it
integrates.
says no. Okay, so then I click damage on it, and
Mm-hmm.
it says no template seen.
God damn it! Let me try. Let me try.
But
Normal,
we see
right?
We see it. We know. In our heart.
Visible.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. They die.
Both of them?
Yep.
Okay. So then Cora is going to attack this other guy with her. That's a 26 hit.
Shut the fuck up and roll damage.
The 26 hit. I don't want to hear the answer being no.
Okay, a 6 plus.
That's the one that was holding Droki, right?
No, it's this guy.
Oh, that guy.
Lumi
Okay,
is
okay.
going to empower her shot with thunder damage.
Do
Oh,
it.
Hell yeah. How much is that? Wait, do I need it yet? Let's decide if I need it.
You need it.
Okay. So I have 6, 7, 8, 9. And then how much is the empowered? What do I roll for that?
What Lumi? What is your?
It's 1 extra d6.
Okay, roll a d6.
Oh, that's fine.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what you need. He dies.
Holy shit. Okay. And
Rip.
then I still have 1 attack left.
Oh god.
So this guy, this other guy now, we're gonna roll.
Dread ambushers, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, it does a 14 hit.
Yes.
Okay.
I should have beefed these mobs up, man.
Oh, God.
13 damage.
She's going after her
He's
guy.
dead. He's dead.
Okay.
You just
She's
one
And
shot
then
raging
him.
she's
right
gonna
now.
yell, "Leave Droki alone!" Plus, I did cast one 1 damage, 1 spell, so I have to roll.
Roll, baby. First of all,
So
Brokey
2d100?
is looking at you with the biggest heart eyes.
Literally, all he saw was just like me, like take 3 arrows, and was just like tap, 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 and then like they all just fall.
So in order of operation, Hemlock comes out of nowhere. Brokey's about to be fed to whatever is in that cage. Hemlock rips forward. He lands on his butt, and then Cora goes, "Poof, poof, poof," and he's just like. Okay, roll 2 d100s. This new wild magic table is interesting as fuck.
Okay, I got a 26 and a 65.
A 26 and a 65.
Curious as to why it's 2 D100s. Did you just pick the worst one?
No, it's because it's a 10,000 results. So every result on a D100 has 100 results. Make a note of this. You're not going to find out until later.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
That's 2 ticking time bombs we don't know the effects of.
I think this is like a... I think this is a permanent, lifelong effect.
Great.
Brokey better
Well-
be worth it.
Well, Yaslin did age up 8 years before, and so did... I don't remember how much Kofar did, but yeah.
7.
Like 7 years.
See, this is a very interesting... You know what? I'm just going to tell you what's going to happen to you two, okay? Lucius, if you reach 1 hit point... Wait, is it Lucius? No, you got the
No,
+1.
it was
Who was it?
It was me and Cora.
Kothar. It was you, Kothar?
Yeah.
What did you cast?
I cast Locate Object.
That's right. Okay, sorry. Brain dead. It's been a hard week. Or it's been a relaxing week, but, you know, baby. Kothar. That's right, because you were like, heavy. If you reach 1 hit point, you will turn to iron until the next dawn.
Whoa. Okay.
That's actually pretty good.
Just it's 1 specific hit point. Just 1. Not 2. Not 0. 1.
If you reach 1, like... No, meaning, like, if you go down, instead of going to 0...
Oh.
You will turn to
You just turn
iron.
into- Iron is a heavy.
For an entire
Iron Man.
day.
Until the next dawn. So you will live, but you will not be able to be rezzed until the next day.
Cool.
Which means Revivify doesn't
Camp
work then.
his
Cora,
body.
do you want to hear a
Yes.
lifelong effect?
Yep.
Every morning, for the rest of your life,
Just scream at my own ass.
you have to make a Constitution DC 10 savings throw, or your clothes will dissolve off your body that night.
What a random ass.
Not magical
Okay.
items, just your clothes will just
my clothes.
crumble into nothing.
Can you guess the gender of who made the magic table?
So, question then: Does that mean? Well, does Cora doesn't know this yet, though, of course, right?
No.
This will just be
No.
something that you will roll in the morning tomorrow, and if it happens, then it'll be your first time happening, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?"
So yeah, you roll in the morning, then you go about your day, and at the end of the day,
Your clothes disintegrate.
yep. Someone put
Oh,
that in the
okay.
treasury
Expensive
just so we
pearls.
remember.
Like,
What a random roll. That's so bizarre.
I love it.
For the rest of your life.
So it's not armor, it's just like
Clothes.
my common clothes that
Yeah.
I'm wearing. Damn.
So does that mean if she slept nude, she wouldn't lose anything?
Yeah, actually.
It
wouldn't
doesn't say what you're wearing. It just says your clothes. It could mean everything in your wardrobe.
Do you just like stick
God.
creep acid now?
Disintegrates.
I know that I know the gender of this because in this table,
Mm.
it says each morning the caster must save or he'll be arrested before sunset, or his clothes will be dissolved by sunset, or his blades are sharpened. Yeah, it's not theirs.
I feel like you can use the I am no man defense of this doesn't apply to me because the
Nope.
pronouns are wrong.
I don't care. You have dissolving clothes.
Okay.
Because
I
it's
love
funny.
that defense, but
It's
Because
funny.
magic.
Yeah, because
I think
is
it's
the
also
reason-
hilarious that I play the ace character with like zero sex appeal and like no sort of like body.
all just feathers. Wait,
Yeah, just complete feathers.
What
Like
if
would
your
actually just be fine nude.
What if
Yeah.
what if your feathers?
Nope, Scarlet. All your feathers fall off.
Molotov.
Oh
No.
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 That's
Think
like the
Cora.
same as
That'd
if
be
body hair falls
traumatizing.
off.
No, that's not gonna happen. Look, you wear clothes if you want to, and if they molt off, no one's gonna see any naughty bits because you're covered in feathers.
Yup.
And nobody
you know,
noticed.
it would have been really on brand if Yaslin had got that one.
Right?
I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't even notice. She would have been
They
like, oh yeah,
dissolve
that's
and
all
she'd be
right.
like, oh
You
yeah,
probably just
okay.
keep thinking that she left them
Oh,
behind
convenient.
somewhere.
Okay,
Yeah, probably.
there's only one Darrow left. Do you want to do anything else, Cora?
LOL. No, I took my movement and my actually what can I do as a bonus action? Actually no, bonus action was my lightning arrow. Yeah, no, I've
Yeah,
done
I'm like,
everything.
Okay.
I was like
Too strong.
too strong.
Hemlock.
Yeah, so she yells the leave Jokey alone.
Droki is like, Babuga. Hemlock.
Yeah. So I am going to walk over to this guy while pulling out my new pestle. And a little bit of poison to go with it, and just kind of doing I found a new toy. I need a subject. And I have poisoned my new quarterstaff as my bonus action. And I'm going to attack with it.
Oh,
I'm gonna do
no.
a bonk.
Oh no.
So this roll will actually be +1 of whatever I actually roll. Oh god.
14
Yeah.
hits.
Yes.
These guys are
Oh.
just little guys.
Do any of these guys sound like the voice that Jamich imitated?
Not yet.
Okay, hold on a second though, because this is so we got
Was this the one that was empowered and cast the lightning?
so this is
Maybe.
so that's actually 10 bludgeoning damage, but I am still in my symbiotic form, so that's going to be an additional, hold on, necrotic damage. And then there's also going to be the poison damage on there.
You bonk him and his flesh disintegrates off of his bones.
Oh! Looks like it works!
Wait, I didn't mean to turn that off. Okay. All right.
Hi, Droki!
J-Mitch.
Is there anybody left alive?
There's
What's
a
going
bunch
on?
of bears,
bears?
staring at you all.
Good for them.
the cages, right?
Aren't they?
I take a step forward and I look around and I look at Throki and I say, okay, wait. First of all, I look in the cage. I look at the cages. Can I like inspect them? Is there any way to release these bears that I don't see or that I need to know about?
So the
or
cage,
what's
the
the deal?
cage gates are made of
Mhm.
zirkwood, which is zirkwood is that type of mushroom wood. They have like a little latch,
Okay.
but you notice that these bears have a hunger in their eyes, and they might do something crazy if they, if it becomes their turn.
There's some fish!
They can't go in from the.
There is.
Okay, I see what's going on. I understand the mission I have. I cast Mage Hand on the fish barrel thingy, and I will use my action to feed Close Bear a fish.
Close Bear? Which bear is Close Bear?
Close Bear.
Mount.
Let me target Close Bear.
You mean the one close to you?
Yeah, Close Bear.
Wait, where are you, Jamish? Okay, so the one south?
Yes.
South. Okay.
South Bear.
So you lift up this crate of fish and you dump it, and the bear immediately ignores you and starts just going to town on these fishes and no longer cares about you.
Okay, I didn't want to put the whole crate in there though. I wanted to even it out between the 4 other bears.
Okay, that was your one action, was to feed that bear.
Yes.
Next in the order, feed a bear, feed a bear.
It is the bear's turn.
A bear is next in order.
Feed a
Which
bear workshop.
This bear is
Feed the bears.
This bear dives out of his cage, busting
Wait,
his
how?
door
It was
down.
locked.
No, he breaks the whole thing down and is going to attack. Hey, feeding the bears was a good thing. That bear might be no longer a danger to you.
Fed the bear.
This
Maybe
bear.
it's a new party member.
This bear is attacking Nicole.
Adopt the bears.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay. First he bites you. For 13 piercing damage, and then he swipes at you. Or she, I don't know. That misses. Alright. Yeah, these bears look hungry. This bear is so happy. He's just eating. Nom, 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 nom. He sits on his butt.
action to tell the other bears, "Wow, look how friendly they are." He sits
on his butt, and he sits on his butt like a cute bear upright, and he just starts.
By the way, that mage hand, just to clarify, was not invisible, and I wanted to make very sure the bear knew that I have the mage hand and I'm feeding the bear.
This
This isn't a random act of God. I'm feeding you.
This bear has a 2 intelligence. All right.
Echo.
This bear dives out and attacks Jane.
Oh.
He comes and
You try to be nice. You try to be good once.
Embarrassing.
Does a 14 hit?
I hate it here. Just kill the
I
bear.
mean, that's kind of fishy to me.
Does a 14
14
hit?
hits,
Okay,
100%.
okay.
This situation's looking pretty
11.
grisly.
Boo.
I don't know if I can.
This
Bear
bear
it.
and the south bear are like polar
Oh, God.
opposites, you know?
Oh.
Oh no.
Wait, I'm taking damage, guys. This isn't fair.
I don't
Yeah,
know why
Wait,
you
it
would
was
want
like
to
a
eat
2-tier
damage.
joke because of polarizing,
but
but
gris-
also it looks like a polar bear.
These pears are really giving you pause.
Yeah, they're giving me a lot of pause. I'm at a life point total. That's
I am making
not
a
ideal.
clip for TikTok with all of your stupid bear puns.
Hi, TikTok.
You took
Very
11.
delightful.
You took 22 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, I certainly felt the furriness of this bear.
It's very ferocious, is what you meant?
Yeah, it was ferocious.
Oh God.
Plaza, can you please start clipping these so I can?
Also,
fly
I'm
off?
bleeding from I'm bleeding from multiple parts of my body. I'm pretty sure I'm just going into shock. Somebody, please, for the love of God, help me.
You know, next
That's my
time you
reaction. I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Next time you give fish to a bear, James, you might want to put the special clause in there about not.
It hurts to laugh. It's not my lung.
Wait, do I? It's just a save, I think. Right? That's so annoying.
Yeah, it's a dex save for the bear.
That's what I thought.
Okay, what's the save?
Dex. Versus.
What's your spell save?
14. Wow, of course it's fine.
Fucking dancing around your goddamn rebuke.
It like
takes
I'd say it like
half of 2d10.
okay, roll 2d10. I feel like it just it has
Oh, it's okay. I just had to click the damage. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Either way, that works.
Yeah, either way.
He
That's
I
has
did it.
really high dexterity.
Oh.
Plaza, please clip every single bear pun. If several puns happen in the same clip, that is totally fine. But
As soon as you said that pun, it said I disconnected from the server, and I couldn't agree more. To be completely honest.
It's not
I would
safe.
like to disconnect my brain.
Yeah.
I want to make this a clip for TikTok.
Oh god.
No, now's your time to shine. I need more puns. Just kidding.
Jamage, are you finding the pain unbearable?
I'm finding it quite.
Are you feeling
I'll give you a
sleepy?
second to get your bearings. Don't worry.
Are you feeling sleepy? Because I feel like maybe you should hibernate and rest a little.
The
For
thing
the
is,
love of
you're,
God, please kill me.
you're in full armor, but he's attacking with his bare hands.
I know armor dissolved a long time ago. We never got me anymore.
This is what you call claws in effect.
It is
I think your
attacking
new
me on my
occupation
bare
should be
and it hurts.
barbarian.
Oh.
I am not I'm not a barbarian. I'm a bard.
Nice one. That one. Start the clip off with that one, Scarlet.
Yeah.
I think that's really the.
I do feel like
Fuck
a
you.
dwarf, like nothing but grizzly tasting, you know?
Okay, please, Lucius, it's
Somebody please cub me.
Don't worry, it won't be forever.
okay. Lucius,
It's not possible.
Please remember to breathe, Scarlet.
I'm having a heart attack right now. Okay. Okay, thank you. That is plenty of content. We can continue.
We did it. Did it.
We did it, chat. We did it, guys.
Mission accomplished. No, please.
I feel like
no.
we're barely there.
If this does not get a million views, I am going on strike.
Death by bear
All
pun.
right, guys.
I'm,
Oh.
Getting a little fishy. We gotta
I'm barely hanging
wrap
on.
it up.
Okay. Lucius, it's your turn.
All right. Lucius
when you,
is
like,
going
laugh and
to.
smile so hard you give yourself a headache. Because that's me right now.
Okay, guys, pause on the bear jokes. We're trying to play a game here.
Okay.
Lucius go right in front of Cora, and he's gonna reach into this barrel full of fish, and he's
barrel?
Barrel.
barrel.
You know, I think
It's
we're,
not even a barrel, it's a crate. I'm so sad. I'm so
we've been
sad.
riding this joke for a while now. Might be time to let it hibernate too.
I refuse.
Everybody is going to be watching their words from now on.
My jaw hurts.
No one is safe here.
Okay. You get the
Hi,
crate
Nicole.
of fish.
Nicole just said nah, sorry.
Nope, the barrel of fish. It's already been said.
Wait, where did
I was gonna say,
Nicole go?
Lucius, would you say that you're picking up a couple of fish?
I would
Couple
with
couple
my
of
bare
fish?
hands.
Oh my god.
Can't stay in my chair if I go any lower.
My jaw hurts, guys. My
Yeah.
fucking my glands are on fire.
My gland.
My glands.
Not the gland.
Scarlet's glands.
Okay, guys, this is getting old. You guys are just pandying to everybody.
Oh. Wow.
I'm sorry,
Stop
but I
eating
have
a dead bear.
I have the pun qualifications to back this up.
No.
Okay,
Guys,
Guys, I'm sorry.
Flip this. Sorry.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to go pee. I'm
Same
sorry.
time.
I'll be right back.
Hi to new viewers in chat. This is typically what happens in a
We
session.
made Scarlet cry and pee her pants in the same.
That means we all get advantage, right?
Right?
I just love it.
Disadvantage.
I just love that
Or
Nerm and myself
disadvantage,
both had the eucalyptus joke at the same time. Just
Mhm.
Yeah, you gotta clip this.
Oh wait, you laughed harder when Ellie repeats the joke. Fuck you guys.
It's all about the
The friend who just says the joke louder and gets all the credit.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Actually, this would be a good time for me to let my dog out to go pee, so I will BRB.
Everybody pee.
I'm actually going to get food. Back in a moment.
Start a
Oh, yeah.
riot.
Actually, I'll wait.
Start a riot. DM mommy's gone. Riot time. You guys know
Riot.
the drill. Your riot leader demands it.
Or is it time to make up more bear puns while she's gone?
I think we got them all, man. Not
Oh,
gonna
I'm gonna
lie.
shoot this arrow as fur as possible.
I'm pretty sure we got them all. We got all
I
the
mean,
bears.
to be fair, I think once we got to
My
the point where
party
I
is
was at
insane.
koala and eucalyptus, so a
Mhm.
koala isn't technically a bear.
No,
and
it's
also
not.
People call them
eucalyptus
drop bears.
They're
But-
marsupials, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna
But
say
I
that.
think that's as far as I can stretch. I get yelled at all the time. They're like, that was a stretch for that joke. And I'm like, yeah, it was. Limber up. Here we go.
Limber up.
I'm just here to share.
It's gonna be
chat.
my go-to phrase for anything anybody accuses me of. Did you do this? Yeah, limber up.
Yeah. Fucking get your shit together. It fucking was.
I actually used to have a. Well, actually, I do still
I'll
have
be
it
right
on
back. I
my
gotta pee
stream
now,
where
too.
I have a. What's it called? I can't think of it at the moment. Trivia game. And a lot of
Martin
it has...
said this was a Kodiak moment. I hate this. I hate being here.
That was actually good. That was, thank you.
That was quality.
We missed one.
That was cool.
You're sure this is a major moment, aren't you?
Which is gone.
They've left us. We're just alone.
But yeah, I actually
punning
have
into
a...
the void. Now you all know how I feel. Just sitting
Punning into
alone
the
all day,
void.
punning into the void.
We should make.
I-
You should have merch that says "punning into the void."
Yeah.
Okay, I have to be quiet.
Did you know that you can get free stream element merch store set up really easily too? So like
Free?
all you have to do upload picture, just like Amazon create merch sometimes. So
I need to find. I've been creating some merch designs. Redbubble still has banned my account. Did I tell you guys about that?
You mentioned that.
I was on
Were you
stream.
being too
When you,
sexy?
I was watching your stream when you said it. Yeah.
Yeah, I uploaded. I started a Redbubble account. I uploaded a piece of art, original painting, sold one mug.
Hampton has the one.
Tamshin has it. They
Limited.
still shipped it to him. They banned my account. Did not tell me why. When I tried to open up a ticket, it like bugged out. The website would not work. It would like error. Thank you, Raleigh, for the 33 months. So I emailed them directly and they said, "Hi,
Another month down.
just open up a ticket." And so I emailed them. I did open up a ticket. That's why I'm emailing you. And yeah, they just have not responded to me. I cannot imagine what I did to make my account banned. I literally made one design and sold it to one person. So
Well, I've heard other things about that site, and yeah, not banning people when they should. So
yeah, well,
They're
Yeah.
probably just scammy anyways. Stream Elements isn't bad. It's not like the highest quality, but you can set things up to be like the Bella canvas materials and stuff, so which is pretty okay. And they do the print and ship for you. I use them for alerts already,
look,
so it's helpful.
Redbubble could just do the bare minimum and tell me why they banned me.
I actually got the
There's
shirt I'm
probably something
wearing.
in their claws about what you can sell or not.
I should say I have brought a fair few things from Redbubble before I found out
Well,
about my friend's
I
account. for
I
that, so.
did that because one of my TikTok friends uses Redbubble and they fucking recommended it to me because she hasn't had any issues before. I just don't know, like, they didn't tell me why my account got suspended. They said
I did like it when it'd say, "Oh, this is going to take 1 to 6 days if you get Express. 1 to 3 days if you get Express, or 3 to 6 days if you get Standard." It's like, why would I get Express then? Because it's so damn close to me. Yeah, I've used it a couple of times, and I haven't had issues, but I've heard of issues.
I don't. They just banned my account. They took down my art. They closed my account. I cannot log in.
You know what? Then maybe they stole your design. You should probably go incognito to make sure they're not trying to resell it themselves.
I did.
now.
I
It was a good
googled
idea.
that image and I
Okay.
couldn't find it. I just don't know why they would randomly steal my design out of everybody else who uses that website. Like, why? It was cute, but it wasn't that cute. It was just.
Yeah.
It was a dice
don't know.
goblin. I drew a goblin with a dice in his mouth.
Ah!
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I get it.
Still waiting for them to reach out to me. I'm not gonna even if they fix it, I'm not gonna be using them. I might even make a negative TikTok about them.
Get him.
I would.
Yeah.
Out
they're
of all the
like-
things you could cause drama about when a company's acting shitty, it's probably one of the least likely to have repercussions because if they're acting shitty, they're acting shitty.
I mean,
And you can't have
repercussions.
he said,
Look,
she said.
it's not fucking slandered. That's what they did to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck you, pay me.
A lot of people try to like make up TikTok drama and it gets really messy, but like when you have something actually shitty happen and you get to like be like, yep, it gets pretty good traction very quickly. People like to sip the tea.
Yeah.
I mean, I have one
Indeed.
of Scarlett's beard kits, and that thing's quality.
Did you know it took me over a year and a half to get paid for that?
Really?
Yep. The supplier just decided to go dark on me and I had to fucking harass them for them to pay me.
Yeah.
I heard of other sponsors that approach streamers and they never get paid for it, even though they're told they will.
Yeah, don't do anything until they pay you first.
I've definitely had companies offer to send me stuff as like promotion, like, hey, you do this content a lot, we want to send you this thing, and I'm like, cool, that sounds great. And then they just like don't send it at
Yeah.
all. Like they're hoping for you to shout them out before they even sent it. And then like a month goes by and you check in, they're like, oh yeah, we're just waiting on, manufacturing or something. And then they just start ghosting you and you're like, yeah, you're just not gonna ever send anything. Sorry. I'm not gonna
They
talk
should
about it
be
till I get it.
paying you on top of shout. Like sending you product is not enough.
Well, if you're enjoying it anyway, I know what you're talking about. That's one thing. But
So here's
and then do it
my moral stance on
like
this. And correct me if I'm
immoral?
wrong or if I need to make additions, but
Okay.
if you're a content creator
Yeah.
and you use somebody's assets that are copyright
Sorry.
without asking them or paying them, that's bad. I think you should any asset you use, it should either be non-copyright or you should pay for it.
Wait, are you talking about like art?
I'm talking about any amount content creation in general, music, art. You're
But,
using
okay,
an
so
asset.
what are you talking about asset?
So let's say I want to use a banner that says Buffaloin.
Okay,
right?
so a piece of art. When you say asset, I wasn't sure if you meant like, do I need
Yeah,
to shout
or I
out
wanna use a
SM7
piece of-
sure every time I use my microphone, or no?
No. Because
smart hardware.
you've already paid for that microphone. You didn't like
Yeah,
steal it, right?
I bought it.
So that's the same thing. But like if I'm a sponsor or I'm getting sponsored by somebody and I'm not getting paid for it, that's also an issue with the sponsor. The sponsor should be paying you for the content you provide. It should never be back and forth and free. And anybody who thinks otherwise or thinks that I can just like take an asset and use it that's copyright is
Trash.
basically stealing from not even a good steal, not even like I'm stealing from the government or I'm stealing from a chain like a corporate store. You're stealing from like a mom and pop shop basically. Fuck you.
depends on what it is.
Yeah,
Like
but
if you're stealing music, it's stealing from the record label, not from the artist most of the time. But yeah,
I mean, kind of, but the artist is getting paid through the record label.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes the record labels give them shit because
No,
record
I mean,
labels-
if you have signed a deal with a record label, they are
see-
paying you per stream. They might be taking a bigger share of it, but you are, as the artist, still getting paid.
I see somebody stealing from Walmart, I'm gonna look the other way. You know what I mean? I don't care.
Let's
Go
not say
for
that.
it.
Let's not say that on stream.
I want everybody in chat to go to their local Walmart and steal.
That is
In a video game.
in a video
Uh,
game.
In a
Oh
video
my
game.
God.
I'm actually
Logging
just
to
curious
Grand
right now
Theft
how
Auto
far away that is. Like, I don't think there are Walmarts in Australia anyway.
There's no Walmarts in Australia at all.
I don't think so, no.
Say that again,
Is
but don't do
Walmart
it
an
in the
American
type.
only thing?
I don't know.
I think it
feel
is.
like I thought that they were in other countries, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember seeing them in the UK while I was there.
I don't care where Walmart is.
No, they're crap. You don't want
I
to-
can't think of anything that I care about less than where
I want to go
Walmart
to
is.
Walmart.
Yeah.
I want to know where
No,
Walmart is so I
admittedly-
can actively avoid it.
I feel like I'm in
Apparently, Walmart's
danger.
one of the few places you can buy alcohol after 9 p.m. in parts of Texas.
Really? I can buy
Yeah, we are-
alcohol 24/7 here.
It's so great. Yeah, right? That we literally have 24-hour drive-thrus for alcohol in Arizona.
Yeah, but we
And-
don't have reproductive rights. Woohoo!
Rip.
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 We
Indeed.
were going to get some supplies while I was still in Texas yesterday, and I looked up the closest Total Wine because I was like, yeah, we want to have a big selection. It was 10 to 9 p.m. and like I pulled up the address as we were on the road because I was like, it's generally this way, and then I was getting exact directions, and it's like closes in 5 minutes. I was like, what? It's a Saturday night and Total Wine's closing at 9 p.m.
Let me just say, this
because
is a great
our-
time to get raided.
Yes.
Thank you,
What's up,
Walmart,
Luke?
for
We're
sponsoring this.
allowed
Just
to-
kidding, I'm just kidding.
We're allowed to buy beer until 12, but liquor is limited until 9.
Oh, really?
I
Wow.
think that's what it was. I think it was liquor specifically because even at the Walmart that we went to, they only had beer and wine. There was no vodka at all at a Walmart.
Are you allowed to buy that shit like if you're at a bar? Can you buy
Yeah.
liquor?
Yes,
The
because
hotel
they're
lobby bar
licensed.
still had vodka, but it's like
They're a
$10
licensed
for a
establishment,
glass of
which
vodka.
allows it. yeah.
I think that time limits on purchasing things is goofy.
it's the dumbest
We
thing ever.
have
The
dry
people-
counties as well, and also we're not allowed to get liquor on Sundays.
That's so goofy.
There's Idaho
That
has
is
so
a
many of those.
that
as
is
well.
a religious rule.
And you know what's so funny about that is the people who actually have problems that they're trying to be like, yeah, well, alcoholics and stuff, that's bad. Like,
But what
the
does that
people
have to
who
do
are
with what
actually
time of day it
alcoholics
is?
Will absolutely have a stockpile and not have
Or
an issue
just get
being
drunk in
alcoholic.
the afternoon. What does the time of day
Right.
have to do with anything? It's so
The people
goofy.
who have problems aren't being
Sundays, you can't drink alcohol.
You just can't buy
Yeah.
it, but you can drink it.
It just does.
You're
it,
not
I
allowed
did
to
only heard
sell
part
it.
of that because I was doing like a Welcome Raiders thing, and yeah,
Sorry.
didn't hear it all, but it sounds weird.
I just think it's so goofy. Anyways, what are we? Where are we at in this? Where we were having bear
Lucius
time.
Getting
at the
attacked
barrel.
by. Oh gosh.
Okay.
You said the word.
Bear.
Lucius.
Yeah, barrel of life.
Barrel.
Oh, a barrel
It's a
roll.
barrel
What are
of
you doing
laugh.
with this barrel?
You're gonna see Lucius reach in, grab a couple of fish, and throw them and spear him onto his arrow, and then you're gonna see him go. And he's gonna be like using his speech of beast and leaf feature
Oh, this
to
is so
kind of like
cool.
go, hey, you hungry? You hungry? And he shoots the arrow over here onto the ground to see if they will it'll
Make a
catch their
persuasion
attention.
with advantage.
Nice. That's so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Lucius coming in clutch by talking to him.
Well, he can't really talk and understand them. He
He
can do
can-
limited communication, and they understand what he's saying, and he can kind of get a gist, but not perception. Disadvantage.
Persuasion, not perception.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, wrong. Roll again.
You perceive that the bears like the fish, maybe.
That's a perception check again.
Is it? What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Very
I
similar
clicked
spelled.
persuasion, but I guess it didn't.
Very similar spelling. It's fine. Oh my
Uh,
gosh, that's so
oh
sad.
God.
That's so sad.
Wait, but that. Yeah.
Wait, can't you use? Wait, don't we have a boon where you can add something? Can't you like automatically pass
Oh yeah, I
something that
can
you were gonna?
automatically.
I got a major boon, yeah.
Once.
I'll use that.
Wait,
booner?
wait. Are you talking about your legendary resistance?
Oh, that's different then.
That's a
yeah, I
saving
guess it's
throw.
different. Yeah, that's a saving
Oh,
throw.
savings throw. My bad. Hang on. There was something else though that might be helpful. Oh, weapon attack.
No.
No.
The bears
that's not it.
notice the fish, but they didn't ignore it. It just might not have been as persuasive as you hoped. But something might happen. Would you like to do anything else?
He's going to also go hidden step and disappear.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. That's
We can barely see you now.
That's literally, I go
There's-
goodbye when Leo just turns around and starts crawling somewhere and I don't know where he's going. I just go goodbye. Kothar, it's your turn, you sexy, sexy tiefling.
Yes, it is. I'm going to, I guess, do I have flanking here?
A little bit closer. Wait, yeah, you do.
Okay, I'm gonna ready an attack. If this bear does anything, takes a hostile action.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Nicole.
Sorry, that was me.
I guess Nicole goes and picks up fish from the crate.
If you do that, you're going to get an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
All right, hold on.
You kind of get the feeling that Lucius is going out of his way to not harm these animals, because
He's a big fluffy fur ball. He misses you.
Oh, I take a fish. I'm very tempted to slap him with it, but I'm going to try and feed it to him.
You toss this bear a fish, and as he's like trying to chomp at you, and he misses because you put a fish in his mouth. He goes, and let me just demonstrate. This is what Leo does when you intercept him with a piece of food. He goes.
There was this TikTok, I might have sent it to Buff, I can't remember, but it was basically this girl, she was probably like 4 years old outside of a screen door, and she was just having a tantrum, like full mouth open, crying, like whatever through the thing. And the dad just goes up and has whipped cream in a canister and just in her mouth, and she was just like,
too.
and then she stops crying and she's like, okay, and she goes back to playing.
I see your point. Yep.
I've been offering Leo everything that I eat. He always stares at, and so I show him, and he goes like this. And this is new. This is like within the last week. Before he would not. He was just on bottles. So now I gave him some of my chicken tenders and French fries today, and he was like. And the first time he takes a bite of it, he's like. So yeah, this bear actually looks. He's like, okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. Drogi looks around. He dives over to the apex of this little swirly. Sticks his hands into it. And then he is going to cast Hold on, I gotta make sure I get this right. He casts Fear.
DC 10 Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna make him bear his throw it.
Oh no, damn it.
I got a 7.
Oh.
Okay. You are terrified of Droki, which means you cannot use your movement to go near him. Hold on, let me see exactly, because every time Fear, there's so many different versions of Fear. Oh, you must take the dash action and move away from you by the safest available route, unless there's nowhere to move. If it ends the turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight, you can make another. Okay, so you on your turn have to use your dash action to hide out of sight, and then you can make another wisdom save. One bear failed this, and you failed this. Interesting. Okay, Yaslin, it's your turn. You just see Droki go, "Ah!" And Jamage, that's the scariest fucking shit you've ever seen.
Oh, how the turntables.
I look at Droki and I just see like fear mouse and like maggots and like worms spewing out of his face.
Yeah, he's just like,
and I'm just, oh god, you're gonna spoil the food.
Yaslin is going to move over to in front of Anazira and try to hopefully not kill everyone by casting Cure Wounds on Jamage.
okay.
And actually, I might use it as a level 3 spell.
Okay. Roll your healing and then roll 2 D100s.
So it is 13 health back.
That is terrible, but okay.
See, guys, this is where
Yeah,
I
for
could use
level-
I could have used my legendary resistances here, but I decided not to.
Okay, roll
Actually,
2.
I do want to check something very quickly.
Mhm.
Okay, it's only saving throw or attack roll. Never mind.
Go ahead and roll D100 twice. Let's see what weird, permanent, life-changing effect will happen.
Oh,
Okay.
this is
We
fun.
have a 9. Okay, we have a 16 and an 82. Okay.
Well, I guess I didn't roll for mine.
16. Wait, you cast a spell?
Hellish Rebuke is a first level spell.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna roll
Oh
2.
god.
I was curious about that.
Hold on, 82. I didn't realize that. Okay, let me see what you got. Okay, okay.
What?
Ah!
Oh no.
Oh my
Oh,
god, this
no.
is so weird. Yaslin,
Is she a sheep again?
no, weirder. You look down at your feet. You have 10 toes on each of your feet.
That's gonna make it a lot harder to dance.
You're
What's
freaking
the name of the cats that have the extra toes?
pterodactylism.
Polydactyl. It's
Yeah.
polydactylism.
No
Yeah.
pterodactylism.
I like pterodactyl.
I mean, no, it's just pterodactyl now.
Pterodactylism, 85 and 7. Okay.
It's like when
does
you
that
drew the
mean-
Displacer Beast, Scarlet, with all
Does
of the
that mean-
toes.
Does that mean she can't like walk properly anymore? And like, how long does it last for?
What does it do?
Hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Maybe we should vet some of these effects.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, let
You
me...
gonna go through 10,000 and vet them?
Nope.
Everybody except for Hemlock.
Oh.
But
All of your non-metal, non-leather clothes, so like hemp or cotton clothing, suddenly catches fire.
damn it.
That's literally.
Spells.
Yeah, there's a lot of getting rid of clothes.
James is on fire and afraid.
It just comes. Y'all
You'll
clothes.
be
just-
naked and afraid soon enough.
So your
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
your armor, your leather is intact, but it says specifically plant-based materials. I'm gonna assume most
an
of you are
attack on people.
wearing cotton or linen.
Yeah, I'm just wearing. I don't have any armor. I'm just wearing linen right now
Why aren't you wearing armor? You've been in town.
because it dissolved and we never gave me any more.
You were offered more and you
told
didn't
you
want to
that.
buy
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, because that's.
I guess
lame.
Lucius's boots would catch on fire. I don't know if they would be leather.
VIP.
Aw,
Well, it's
thanks,
pretty obvious that-
exercising for the pride.
I
Woo
don't
gives
think
someone
Yasla's shoes would
inspo.
even fit on her feet anymore anyway, so it doesn't matter they're on fire.
This makes me very sad because that means that Nicole's like tabard is on fire.
It
And
is
that's
on
like
fire.
the only thing.
Aw.
Other than his shield, that's the only other thing that has. the
Well,
symbol on
Yaslin,
it.
Oh,
Yaslin's
no.
probably nude now, so she doesn't really care.
Oh no.
Yeah, I guess.
And
Yeah.
backpack.
I'm literally burning.
This is terrible.
Anazira,
on
it's your
fire.
turn.
Is it a we take damage?
Yeah, does
Once
it
it's your
say?
turn, I'll give you the opportunity to pat yourself off if you want to use.
Well,
a bonus
Yasmin would have
action.
already had her turn. Should she have taken
You
off her?
can use your bonus action
turn.
to slip out of your clothes, so you are naked now if that's what happened.
Okay. And can she still walk okay with the 10 feet on each of the 20 toes?
For now, we'll figure out what that means later.
God.
Okay.
So this is a wild magic table, is part of the module. It is part of this area. However, I decided to roll on an expanded table because we rolled on the official table a billion times and I'm tired of seeing the exact same results. So that's the backstory. Anyways, Anazira,
Okay.
all of your
I-
clothes, like Gaston's shirt, gone.
Oh wait, I was within range of that. That's right.
Uh-huh. Everyone except for Hemlock.
Well, now we have an official reason why I'm not wearing the red shirt.
Yeah.
So now I'm
And the
naked besides
jorts.
all of my chainmail.
Yeah, and
yeah,
the
the jorts
jorts
are gone too.
Yeah, so you're
Got-
basically naked except for your chainmail.
I mean, I'm
Look at the
scaled all
opportunity to
over,
just look at the
but-
opportunity to steal more clothes.
Or just be naked.
or just be naked. I'm going to move here and rotate. And I would like to use my wrath weapon.
Woo woo.
I would like to place the measure template. How do I rotate it around though?
Scroll your mouse
Control?
wheel.
There we go. Yes, yes. And it has to come from me. Like here. There.
Everyone else is trying to make friends with the bears, and Azira's trying to make food of the bears.
That's totally on brand. Look at that.
Sounds
That's
about
so
right.
cool.
My lightning ice thingy.
I don't know why it was ice. It's just automatically guessed and it guessed wrong.
Do I roll? It gives me only the saving throw and the damage button.
Roll the damage.
And I roll it normal.
They both failed.
Do I hit damage again and it just does damage?
Nope. It already did it. It already took the damage.
They've already been crushed.
Yeah, they go.
Okay.
zzz.
And that one, because it's technically an active ability instead of a spell, it doesn't count as a spell for the table, does it?
You did not get affected by the wild magic.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even better. Which means I could cast if I wanted, but I only got that because that was
an action.
That was an action.
But you do have action surge.
So
So you could so here, let me break it down for you. You still have your bonus action.
Yep.
You can use your bonus action, then you can action surge to get a whole new action so you could do your attacks and another bonus action.
Action surge
sounds-
does not provide a secondary bonus action.
Oh, it doesn't refresh
One-
everything?
It just gives me an extra action, I think.
An extra standard action.
Oh.
You push yourself beyond your turn. You take an additional action on top of the regular. Once you use this feature, you must finish a short roll.
Okay, yeah. So you could use your bonus action to, if you haven't. Wait, have you already used your chromatic infusion?
I have not, and that was the one that I was thinking of doing. Chromatic vision has no uses available remaining. Wait, what? Was there a long rest sometime that I missed because I was out last week?
We
The
did.
last long rest was before we fought the blur creature that was
Yeah.
summoned.
Yeah, you have not had a long
Oh.
rest since, so no, you
No
don't have to.
chromatic infusion for me.
Okay, but you can
Okay.
still use your action surge and do another weapon attack, which is multi-attack, so you could attack twice.
Exactly. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Action surge. Do I have to?
Yeah, hit
I'm
it just so
gonna
it
use
uses
the
it.
ability.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack it with my glaive.
Yep.
Attack.
Wait, hold on. Before you do that, deselect the back one. Make sure you're only selecting the one in front of you. Hold Alt and click the one that you need to be targeting. There you go.
There we go.
Okay. Now attack.
Normal.
You,
Is a 27 hit?
You. Yeah, that hits. Why did I think that was a 1? That hits. Go
What?
ahead and
Maybe
roll
you saw the
damage.
+1?
I saw the +1. My brain just fucked up.
So
Oh,
I
because
roll
it.
damage now?
Yeah, roll damage.
No.
Nice. Okay, you
Wow.
can attack one more time.
And how is the bear closest to me looking?
Pretty butt fucked up.
Pretty butt fucked up.
Yeah, pretty. Pretty butt
I'm gonna go ahead.
fucked up.
I'm gonna
I
go
did
to
too,
attack it
don't you?
again with the same attack.
Okay.
And so since I still have it selected, I'm gonna just hit this again.
Why do you have a +D4?
I don't know.
Do you
I
have
just
some
hit normal.
glaive?
I am
Or
using my
is she
+1
still
glaive.
blessed, maybe?
I think you have.
Yeah, it
plus
shows a
0.
blessed symbol on her.
Okay.
I am. Oh, well, we minus.
It's okay. You still would have hit regardless. It does not matter.
Yeah, you still hit crit.
You roll crit. You just critical striked.
So when I hit damage, critical hit. Oh, he did.
Wait, why did you roll?
You
Oh,
said
that
critical
is damage.
strike, right?
Okay, that is damage. Okay, holy shit. 15.
Okay.
It's like, why did you roll attack again? That's damage.
That's
Oh,
damage.
it's damage.
You killed the bear. The bear's
Well,
dead.
Okay.
Now I have new clothes again. Does anyone know how to skin a bear?
Oh god.
Oh man. Okay. This cave bear bursts out. Saw that you killed Lenny. A giant
not
ass
Lenny.
cave fire.
Fucking Lenny? Really?
You killed Lenny. You killed.
You
my-
killed the only bear
Does an
named
18?
Lenny.
Did you hit? Does an 18 hit Anazira?
Oh no. I'm trying to click on me. Armor class says I'm 16, so yes.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. All right. First, you're gonna take 13, and then. Oof. Oof.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Oh! Oh shit! They just
I'm
fucking
gonna take a-
chomped you. Okay, this
I
bear.
was already damaged still from the last fight too, apparently.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Crack. So, guys, I've been watching No Man's DMing advice.
Oh,
No man.
Oh no, what have I done?
Fantastic advice.
it's the
Now I know who to
exhaustion
blame.
thing.
Exhaustion. No man,
Okay.
can you explain how this works so I get it right? Because I want to. I actually, you explain it, and then I'm gonna have the group tell me if this is how they want to do it or if they want to just do it the normal way.
Okay, so this is an alternate way of dealing. I'm assuming you mean when they get to 0 hit points.
Yeah, and they take exhaustion instead.
Okay, so typically in D&D, when you fall to 0 hit points, you fall unconscious, and then on your turn, you start doing death saves. And you just stay unconscious until you get 3, and then you just stabilize and you're still unconscious unless you get a crit, and then you come back. Then you regain consciousness. This alternative rule is instead of falling unconscious, you instantly take a level of exhaustion. But you stay up. The idea being instead of losing consciousness, you are bleeding out. So you start to work a little slower. So the first level of exhaustion is you have disadvantage on ability checks. And then as you do your saving throws, if you fail, you take additional levels of exhaustion. The next one is your speed is halved. After that, it's disadvantage on saving throws and attacks. After that, it gets real dire. And at 6, you die. So it is an alternate way of doing it.
So how do
but-
they stop taking having to make saves? How do they like
They
staunch
lie.
the
3
blood?
successes or a heal.
So every turn
When
they
you-
have to make their death savings throw as normal instead of
As normal, and same as normal, if you take damage, that is an automatic failed save. And yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, do you guys like that plan? Because then you can keep fighting. Here's the positives for you. You can keep fighting. You're not down. I guess also, what happens if they take are they negative hit points now? So if they reach negative, what their maximum hit points are, they die as normal. Is that still part
If
of
you're
this?
playing with massive damage, that's a variant rule.
Okay. How much damage? So you're at 0, but you should be at a negative something. How much hit points did you have before all of this, Anazira?
I know that it was less than 40 because I remember looking at that and thinking, oh, we must not have taken a long rest, but I don't remember exactly.
Fuck. Because I need you to be a negative.
And it did it
something.
automatically, so I was like, oh, goodbye points.
Yeah. So you took 30 damage, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you took 30 damage.
I would randomly estimate it at like -6 or 7, probably.
Okay, I'm gonna do that right now. Well, that's good enough for me.
I can tell you just from like for people who don't, just for to help out people who don't know the rules as well. The advantages and disadvantages of using this system versus unconscious.
Yeah.
The advantage is you get to stay in the game, you still get to play, you still get to take your action, and you can heal.
Yeah.
You can heal yourself if you have a potion or whatever. This is a very important
I happen to
advantage.
have a ability called Second Wind, so
Exactly.
next turn.
You can stabilize yourself. Disadvantage: the unconscious condition is you get rid of it just by healing literally anything. Exhaustion does not work like this. You stay exhausted until you take a long rest, and a long rest only removes 1 level of exhaustion. Either that or it requires a greater restoration spell or a potion of vitality, which are really rare. So it's much less bad, but it's much harder to get rid of.
So if they heal to +1, do they stop making saves, or do they keep making saves until they technically stabilize?
If you heal to +1, you're stabilized.
Okay.
So the analogy being that like you're bleeding out.
Okay,
and that's
so
why you're
as long
losing
as they
blood.
are in the negative, they have to make those saves. Once they're positive.
Someone put it as like the lore explanation being this was someone in the comments that essentially when you heal you close the wounds but you don't you still lost the blood, like you still have to
Yeah.
recuperate from blood loss. So you're not bleeding anymore, good for you. You're still low on blood, so you're a little slow.
Is there anybody who does not like that rule?
I won't be offended.
And I say that I like it circumstantially. Like, could we decide as players to use this as an option, but if we're downed to use unconscious, like,
as a,
do you know what I mean? Like, instead of us all using the exact same to make it, like, if Anazira is like, oh, I would like to, you know, take a level of exhaustion instead of falling unconscious, that would be their decision.
Go ahead,
But each
Noam.
player makes that decision. Does that make sense? Okay, no, go for it.
Well, I thought we were already using the rule that we can choose to stay up if we want to, but we have to make a saving throw or take a wound, like a permanent wound.
I don't think we've been, like, we talked about that, but I have not been incorporating that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, we talked about
Because
it.
we
when I
all
was, like-
agreed upon it at the very beginning, like after the Dwaygar
I've
fight.
completely forgotten about that, to be honest with you. I don't even have that table anymore.
So just the only thing is if you're gonna do both options, once you make a choice, you can't back out. Like you can't say, just kidding, I'm tired of taking exhaustion, now I want to go unconscious.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That would break it.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Does everybody agree with that? Nicole.
I was just saying that I would like to be able to make that decision in that moment, and it's not like I want to use this rule all the time. Like maybe
just be
there's
per
like an epic
encounter?
fight. Yeah, per like an encounter.
Okay, so yeah, because that seems to be like kind of an in the moment thing.
This seems like something we should discuss.
I also kind
when
of
we have our weekly discussion thing.
Yeah.
Our discussion thing
Yeah.
this week.
So do you
I
want
don't feel
that
like this
to-
is something we should put in immediately because it sounds like some people are for and against it. And,
Right.
Or
Okay.
at least not everybody's sold. on
I
it.
have considered in the past.
Me
if
personally,
you-
love it.
I have considered in the past if you hit 0 hit points, you either take a stack of madness or a stack of exhaustion, because I do think just like being able to pop up is kind of goofy. So how about we put that on the docket for our check-in this week? How to handle death saves, because I do like the idea of introducing a different rule. In that case, we'll just keep things as normal for now. So,
Okay.
Anazira, you're unconscious.
Okay.
Oops.
Therefore, ending my turn.
Yeah. you
My
are-
my turn has been ended.
Yeah,
Just the
that
bear.
was the cave bear's turn. Cora.
Okay. So we've got This is the bear that attacked Anazira, right?
The one
This
who is on my
bear?
face.
This bear?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have one bear. Can I tell?
That bear's
if it-
eating fish.
I know,
This
but is
bear-
it still occupied? Like, is it
It's
still eating
So now
fish?
it's scared.
This one is eating
It's
fish.
eating
Oh,
fish and it's
and-
scared of Droki.
Oh yeah.
This one
This
is
one,
this,
this
one. Oh yeah, that one down there is
Okay.
just sitting there happy as a
Anxiety
clam.
eating.
That's just fine. Happen.
This one
Okay.
is Lenny. Poor Lenny.
Okay, this one is
Lenny's dead.
frightened. For how long do we know?
You don't.
Until Droki's turn?
No, until it can make a save against
Oh,
it.
it can make a save. Okay.
Is there a frightened? Wait. I don't
Um,
know. There we go. Frightened. There.
Okay. Cora's gonna look at Anazira. She's going to look at the other bears. This bear is sort of fucked off down here. This bear looks actively afraid and is not causing any terror. This one is dead. So she's going to grab some fish. And let me know if I can. I'd like to put. I have extra attack, but I want to use it to just like spear fish and range shoot them. Can I do it twice?
Sure.
Or will that
Go ahead.
So I want to throw one like over by the one that was attacking Anazira, who still looks upsetty and is potentially could want to eat.
Upsetty spaghetti.
And then this one who is scared.
Okay.
So I'll just roll 2 attacks.
So I don't think you're not even trying to hit them. You're just shooting
No.
it in their general direction.
like, Yeah, but like to see how accurate or if it's just like, I don't know.
Okay.
Ideal placement for distraction.
Sure. Roll for ideal placement for distraction. Pretty ideal.
Pretty
ideal.
Okay.
That's Lenny's lover is the one that you just shot it at.
Okay. And then 19?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So they have some super ideal fish in front of both of them.
Yes. Okay. So you notice the one that's about to just gorge on Anazira's unconscious body notices the fish and is like, the scared one looks pretty scared.
That's fair.
It does.
I would have also used my bonus action to pat myself so I am no longer on fire.
Oh, that's right. You're on fire.
And
You're
my
not on
clothes
fire
will be
anymore. Singed. Very
but still there.
singed.
Yeah.
Hemlock.
Hi. So who's alive? What's the situation?
Droki right next to you is alive, and there's a terrified bear, a bear that almost ate Anazira, and a bear in the cage just going, num 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 num, I love fish. Num 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 num, I love fish.
A man in a cage.
Okay.
Like that.
All right.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a bear in a cage. He's got little earbuds in.
Yeah. They're already. I don't have animal friendship prepared. I'm sorry. I know it. I just didn't have it ready. I didn't expect us to meet a bunch of bears.
You are not prepared.
Right?
Bears.
Surprise! I
Be
surprised my party.
prepared.
Be prepared.
Oh God. Okay. I'm just gonna
We barely got out of
do
the bear
the
puns.
old poison bonk combo. An oldie but a goodie.
On Droki?
No,
Aw.
I'm the bear that's eating Anazira.
Okay,
What was
that's fair.
that?
That one's fair.
That
That's
one
this
was a
guy,
naughty
right?
noodle. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, it's quite the experience. Everyone should have a bear eat them.
No. No, they shouldn't, Anna.
That's a
JTC
double
knows
entendre. That's a
exactly
double
what I meant.
entendre.
I, on this Christian Minecraft server? No.
You know, in certain social circles, I'm known as a bear.
I know, honey. Am I flanking?
I am not known as a bear, thank you.
No, sweetheart, you aren't.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna say I'm flanking unless Scarlet says no.
Where? Yeah, you're flanking. Wait, who are you flanking with?
I don't know. Anno?
Hey, Mitch.
Anna was unconscious.
J Mitch.
You have to step
But I'm not
one
dead.
one step lower.
There.
Okay, now you're flanking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good call on the flanking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit in the butt. Isn't she back there?
That +1, and then also this,
Are you targeting? Because it's not.
and also this. I'm targeting?
Really? Why isn't
targeted.
it? It's like not adding the damage. I'll do it manually. Minus 22?
Sure. That sounds like a number.
Well,
Yes,
last time I'm supposed to
22.
have a save potentially.
You had to make a save?
Mm-hmm.
DC 14 con save or be poisoned.
I added that. I added that note.
Oh, so that doesn't have
Oh, it's
anything to do with
actually, I
damage.
think it's 15 now, actually. but maybe
Failed.
check. Fails. He's poisoned. Bleh.
Poor little bear.
Bad fish.
Poor little
Yeah.
bear.
That's when he gets
Poor
for not
bear.
flash
He's not
freezing
eating
at first.
Anazera.
He had
I'm
the fish in his
tasty.
mouth and he
He's
goes,
lucky.
"Bleh." Honey, I killed the bear. All. Jamish, it's your turn.
I immediately just go.
That's right. You're...
Start running.
Okay.
Start running as far this way as I possibly can. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My action is the dash action. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You just took 7 biting damage.
7 biting damage from the bear. Awesome. Love that for me. Yeah, I run past Yoslin, past Lumi, and I'm just like, it's gonna eat me! And as I'm running, I pat myself down.
Okay. You are still in line of sight of Droki, so you cannot make a save to not be scared. You have to.
I end my turn.
You have to go hide somewhere before you can do that.
Are you still on fire?
No, he patted
No, I
himself
pat
down.
myself.
This bear also goes, ah! And is going to take the dash action, which is, let's see, 40 feet.
God, it's
and
gonna
then-
try and kill me.
No, this bear doesn't care about you. This bear is just running. It just goes, "Brah!" and is gone. It goes around the corner and it is gone. That bear's not in the room anymore.
Like we barely knew it.
Oh my god, this bear's still snacking.
Oh,
Lucius,
no.
it's your turn.
I want to do something crazy, but I don't know if
I
it'll
wanna-
be effective.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Do it. Do it.
All right. Lucius is going to grab a couple of fish out of the barrel and attach it to some arrows. He's going to sprint down here to the bear. You're gonna see him like try and jump on top of the bear. Is that possible?
Make an animal handling check.
All right.
Are you invisible still?
Yes.
Make it with advantage. You clumsy. Okay, yeah, you got it. You're on
So
the
I'm on
bear.
top of this bear, and then I'm going to pull the fish off and wrap it on some rope and try and dangle it in front of the bear and ride it off to the
Oh.
left.
Fish on a stick.
What the fuck? Okay, we'll see how that works on his turn. Kothar, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move into the center of the room and I'm gonna preserve life. Anna, Zira, and Jamich, how far are you guys away from half your hit points?
Well, I'm at -6.
So
Starts
just
at
from
0
0
for
up.
Zilla.
I have
20-ish.
I have more than half my hit points.
Oh, you do?
Yes, because I got a good cure wounds from.
Okay, so just kidding. Instead, I'm gonna run over to Anazira, and I'm going to use my healer feat. Kothar's gonna reach in and grab a new healer's kit because he expended his other one. He's gonna grab what he thinks is gonna be a pill, but it's actually just a syringe from Dr. Howard since it's his. And he's gonna just like look at it and just shrug and administer it to Anazira.
I like experimental drugs.
Do it.
Just become conscious with me administering drugs into your system. With my hair blowing in the wind. The non-existent wind, but the wind just for this scene.
The Farazra's wind picks it up and sparkles.
No, it's not wind, but it is wind.
Looking up into Kothar's eyes and also knowing that I'm laying there naked.
Is Anazira still on fire?
No, because everything burned off and the rest of me is
Oh, yeah.
scales, so it would if my scales wouldn't burn. I'd be resistant.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
not resistant to fire,
I'm-
but I will allow it.
Well, yeah. It was only supposed to be enough fire to burn a specific type of cloth, which sounds to me like really weak fire and probably weak enough that like scales would be kind of
Sure, you're naked.
Kind of.
He's looking down at he's looking down at Anazira like, oh, you're naked.
Do dragonborns have nipples? They lay eggs.
There's no way.
It is a
There's
personal
no way.
choice, and my particular one does not. But I definitely have like breast-like shapes underneath the scales, but I don't have nipples.
I always draw my dragonborn completely flat-chested.
Mine is definitely like a little bit of a curvature going on there, like an athletic,
like a bird
feminine
breast.
chest. Yeah, maybe not quite like that. I mean, there's definitely still like slight feminine like mammagories, but they're
He's-
covered in scales.
Some dragonborn
He's looking
breastfeed.
up and down Anazira's body, and he's like, you're looking quite healthy. There's still a bear. As he's
Oh.
patting himself to put out the fire.
I start reaching up and patting you too, and then like trying to help you take your clothes off because I'm still very confused about what's happening here. Other than the fact I'm naked and you're above me, and I'm like, okay, this is what's happening.
No. I'll keep my clothes. Just put them out. Fire doesn't hurt me as much.
Just start slapping, maybe knocking him over accidentally, slapping the fire out.
Okay, Nicole.
Do you slap my ass?
Yes.
Ooh. That's not on fire, Anazira.
Not anymore.
Your mace gets so hard.
By the way, I think Gothar has aged quite a bit since.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
look
he's
much
supposed to
older
be-
and much
he's
hotter.
Super fucking hot too now. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he is on fire.
Nicole,
I'm
this
literally on fire.
Mage is on fire.
This tiefling's on fire. His butt is on fire. Nicole.
Not anymore, because Anazira slapped it. Did Nicole see that?
Yeah, I guess.
Did you see me trying to take his clothes off before I realized he just wanted the fire put out?
I think he's distracted because he's still on fire.
Yeah, I'm like, I have like her hands, like I'm grabbing her hands because I'm like, no, don't take my clothes off. Oh my god, you just slapped my ass. I'm still trying to heal you. This is not what I was trained for.
And Lucius is riding a bear in the background.
Oh yeah.
This is chaos.
This is literally that community.
Yeah.
Okay, Nicole.
Are we fighting the bear or are we... I don't... He's just gonna, like,
You're on fire.
try his best to, like, not be on fire, and he's just gonna awkwardly stand there.
Bears did nothing wrong.
The himbo is like,
Yeah, he's just like, I can't reach my back.
yes.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yaslin, it's your
Sure,
turn.
I'll do that. He's just rolling on the floor now. Got it.
Okay, Yaslin.
He hears that from Cora and immediately just listens to her and does it.
Yaslin.
Okay, so
Oh no.
oh no. Yaslin's just going to. Everyone's up at the moment, so she is
Get your
going
creepy
to.
10 toes over there.
Yeah,
20 toes.
she's just
Just
gonna.
start-
Toad Yaslin.
run over to here and try to throw a fish. What's it? How do you do a throw?
Just you throw a fish. It's fine. I'm not gonna make you roll to throw a fish.
Yeah, throw it over to the
Attack
bear.
with fish.
This
Slap.
fish is the fit. You're just assaulting this bear with its favorite food.
Oh, yeah, someone was hitting Nicole with the fish to put out the fire.
That would be like if y'all started throwing like Korean barbecue at me and kimchi and stuff, and I'd be like, "What?"
It's just trauma. The bear will never eat fish
We
again.
threw it in front of it. I didn't throw it at the bear. I threw it in front of it.
Anazira,
so-
you stand up.
I am standing
You
up
also
and
heal for
naked.
11.
Yes, it did it for me, oddly.
Did it? Because I didn't
It says-
target you.
Well, it says 11 points now
I
instead of
did it.
0.
Oh, okay.
I was like, magic!
I am magical.
I am magical, you know.
I am going to go ahead and use my second win bonus action too.
Okay.
Because ouch. And then I just hit normal. Cool. There we go. And now I'm like half health, which is great. Oh, I'm breathing and I'm mad now because this bear behind me definitely rocked my shit. So I'm
You
going
see
to...
Lucius on top of this bear, by the way, with a fishing pole, with a fish on the end.
And the bear is clearly distracted.
He's being assaulted by fish.
You see
I'm
it
still mad.
invisible.
So I'm still going to attack the bear.
Lucius is like, hello. And Azira's like, oh, so he's distracted. Okay, I get advantage.
Yeah. We decide that I'm not affected by the magic anyways, which means I could use magic if I wanted. But
what do you mean?
You said that I wasn't affected by the wild magic stuff.
I said your breath weapon did not trigger.
My breath weapon does. The cantrips trigger it?
You have not seen cantrips trigger it.
Okay. I would like to use Booming Blade.
Okay.
And I know that we just changed how I do it. Do I select... Booming Blade happens when I'm using my glaive as well. Do I select my glaive?
So
and
you
then
cast the booming
or-
blade, and then just link here. Let me look at it.
I'm trying to.
I would like to
select-
take this time to say that this combat strategy you have is very efficient. That's from chat.
The most efficient.
There we go.
Okay.
Roll the fish.
On a hit, weapon. Okay, so roll weapon. Okay, so basically just roll your weapon, attack.
Okay.
Attack. Hit.
Oh. It does hit, so I'm not gonna bother re-rolling that.
Yeah.
So I hit damage for the two of them together.
Yep.
Normal damage first for the glaive damage, and then the booming blade damage.
Okay.
Taking
13
13 damage.
You're not taking any damage.
Oh, okay.
You weren't hit by it.
The polar bear. I'm since I'm using my glaive, I have the precision to hit bear, not you.
It does a lot of damage. This bear got hurt a lot. Now,
Should I have done it with advantage as flanking with Lucius on top of it?
No.
Okay.
But this bear just got hit by you and is covered in fish and is being reared off to the left. How does this work? How does the booming blade work?
If it moves, it takes additional damage.
So it starts to run. How much damage? 1d8?
What spell level is this?
Moving increases.
It's a cantrip.
The damage the target
sorry,
takes
yeah.
from moving increases to 2d8.
Yes.
Okay.
At 5th level, so yeah.
This bear starts to run and you see it completely covered in electricity as it collapses. And Lucius, you roll off of his back. And it dies.
The only one left is the scaredy one.
Scaredy
Yeah,
ones
ran that
run.
There's only
Everyone
one
left
left.
is the one that's eating.
Yeah, he's
in
just
the
sitting there and
pen.
he's just like.
Jesse.
Look for the bare necessities.
Sorry, but chat pointed out that I don't think we made a pun specifically about how many people are currently bare naked. And that was a missed opportunity. So thank you.
Clip it, clip it, clip it. This is going to be a 5-minute long clip of bear puns, I swear to God.
Except that the clip won't have the context of why I think everybody's naked.
I know,
Hey,
but
clip, everybody's naked.
We bear bears.
The
All
Lucius
right.
has
Bare
mithril
necklace.
armor on,
But you had cotton pants, I bet.
probably.
They were barely there anyways. It's okay.
All right,
Yeah.
you killed all the bears. Except for one ran and one is just sitting there eating, just totally comfy. Happy as can be.
Yeah, good for you, buddy.
Lucius, you're covered in the blood of this majestic animal you tried to guide away before your comrade decided to skewer it.
You're gonna see Lucius like walk up to this bear and like kind of like pet its fur and be like, "Such a majestic creature.
And
I'm
as you're
sure
walking up
that
to him,
your
too.
meat and your materials don't go to waste." And he'll like kind of like you see him kind of like sadly like kind of make use of getting rations from it.
Okay.
And Azure comes up
also-
and claps him on the back and was like, "Look how nice this fur is."
Yes. It will keep you warm if you travel in the dark.
Clara's gonna go up to Lucius as well and sort of like softly pet his fur and just say,
Clara, no, Lucius try. Lucius try do good. Lucius, good.
I care about the animals.
Yes,
I hate seeing them get hurt.
yes. Clara too.
Droki
Hey.
runs over to Cora and throws his arms around her neck. Cora,
Oh.
come save Droki! Cora, save Droki from being fed to bears!
"Hi, Droki." She kind of like pats him like on the back, like sort of like a friend, like, "Oh,
Droki owes life! He's
Oh.
so dramatic.
Oh yes, yes. Hi.
Droki, tell Cora anything. These meanies betray Droki. Droki helped them for so long and they try to feed bears. Fuck them.
Oh, why? Why they mean? How come they mean?
Big cultist boss said he heard that I was working for you guys. I don't know how he
Who-
found out.
Who big cultist boss?
Nah.
Sound like this?
And then she's gonna make the voice that Jamish made.
Narak! Narak! You know Narak!
No, Clara just very smart.
Narak, Cora's so smart.
She's like, "Oh, of course, obviously, I forgot."
Forgot Cora's really smart. Yeah, that
Narak.
makes sense.
Narak is cultist leader. He is also Darrow leader. There are 32 Darrow savants. They lead.
Hang on.
Yeah, get your pens
Zarak?
out.
Yeah.
Savant.
Zarak?
Savant.
No. What's his name?
Oh, Narak.
Narak. Okay, is the cultist leader.
Yes, Narak is savant, part of Circle of Savants. Darrow savants lick boots of Deep King, but they live in splendor while rest of Darrow suffer. But Narak secretly betray savants and start cult to Demogorgon. Droki help bring supplies, get rewards for working. But Narak, here I help you. Decide Droki no use anymore.
Where is Narak?
I can show you. He casts spells on stone giants.
Oh, to make two head?
He points to a corpse of a
That has like the little.
that has the
doll
little
thing,
doll. Yeah. He goes, yes. Makes two heads.
Two heads for chaos here for summon Demogorgon.
Kor's so smart. He looks Jamich right in. Wait, Jamich is gone. He looks Kothar right in the eyes. Kor is so smart. It looks at
Yes, we
Yaslin.
know.
Kor is so smart. It looks back at
Yeah,
Kor.
she is.
Jamich, you would no longer be afraid. The spell has been dropped. But you notice there's a bear like several, like maybe 40 feet away from you, just kind of like
I
wandering.
feel like I feel like me and the bear are like chilling.
The bear does not seem. The bear still has a fish in his mouth.
Yeah, I feel like we're doing like a Scooby Doo thing, where like I'm holding the bear in my hands, Red's holding me in his hands, and we're just like both terrified.
You guys were cuddling, and now you're just kind of
Yeah.
wandering back. This bear is no longer hostile. He's got his fish in his mouth. He's happy. He's just like, whoa, that was really scary.
I'm just
man."
like, do I realize that it was a spell that did that?
Yeah, you know that it was a
Okay.
magical effect. Strokey was
I
just trying to help.
I go over to Trokey and I go, Trokey, very strong.
Oh,
Very strong. Very strong.
That was
very
a really good
powerful.
fear spell.
he takes
Yeah.
Cora by the hand. Drokey, show you. Drokey, show you. Cora, be strong too. And he points at the swirly pattern. Touch pattern.
Oh.
I was wondering, does this work for everybody?
Sacrifice.
You, like, put her-
Sacrifice. Spell slot. No more wild magic for the whole day.
Oh.
All cultists use this. So everybody who wants to cast without causing wild magic
James did that.
can sacrifice one spell slot and will no longer have this effect.
Hell yeah.
Word.
Not really useful for me because I would be sacrificing my last spell slot.
All right. well,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yasla doesn't have many spell
Warlock,
slots
get
left.
fucked, idiot.
I mean, Jamich can give you food. No. This is just for those who
I can't-
want to have a choice.
I mean, I
I
could,
do
but I
it.
can't right now.
Probably do that
I would-
actually.
What is
Don't I have to
because-
prepare the food? Like,
That has to be, yeah, you can use an action or a bonus action to sacrifice a spell slot, and one of the foods you can give someone
oh,
else's
I
spell slot.
thought they can use my food as a bonus action, but I have to prepare it like
Oh, yeah.
the day before. Or
I'm sorry.
something.
No. You use an action to magically create a piece of food.
Okay.
It's just an action. It costs a spell slot. You magically
As
go,
an action.
brrrt, and then you can give it to someone, and they can use a bonus action to
How
consume
long
it.
does that food last
10
for
minutes.
them? 10 minutes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
James is still. He hasn't finished the book yet. He doesn't.
It's really cool.
He's still learning.
Just look at the magical meals, not the action stuff, but the passive
Mm-hmm.
ability. It'll tell you how it works.
Okay.
So, question: do we recognize these swirls on the ground?
These swirls have been showing up in patterns all around these whirlstone tunnels. They resemble what Buppido was making swirlies of. It just seems to be this pattern that keeps cropping up in this location.
As an action.
Othar is gonna say, Trokey, and he's gonna point to the the swirl on the ground, and he's gonna say, "What does this picture mean exactly?"
These are vortices. Faerzrez runs through entire tunnels. Faerzrez ignites magic in unexpected ways. These vortices are created by Faerzrez, natural occurring, or magical occurring, not man-made. Cultists figure out to exchange power means to gain protection from wild Faerzrez.
Are these the only two here, or are there more?
I've seen more throughout tunnels. Not lots, but some. Cultists use regularly so they can cast without causing explosions.
Othar's actually impressed.
With
He's nodding
Lucius.
like so.
Is going to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody who wants to can do it. Just remind me when you cast, let me know that you did that.
Is it just any spell slot?
Yeah, you can use any, like even if it's a level 1. If you have to use level 2 because you don't have a level 1, that's fine. But yeah, this is so you don't have to constantly get wrecked.
I mean,
I can just take away a spell slot, can't you? Manually.
I like getting wrecked. Sometimes.
My mace is hard. Anazira.
Actually, J-Mitch is like kind of side-eyeing Anazira right now.
Because I'm still naked.
Yeah, and he's just like,
Kothar's avoiding gaze at Anazira.
I am also.
This is also the first time.
At this point, covered in blood now because I've been helping harvest the bears.
and since would you still have like your whip around you and everything like that?
Oh yeah, all of my weapons and stuff are there. So I
Yeah.
have my chainmail armor on, and I've got my belt with my my glaive and my shoulder strap for my double-ended glaive, and then the whip hanging off my belt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a naked blue dragon with armor and weapons.
This is also the first time that you guys have seen Nicole without clothing on.
Oh
And you can see like he's weirdly human, and like his entire torso is scaleless except for like a small strip down his chest, and then it goes down from his neck down to about like the clavicle, like the divot.
It's not like a
and then
happy
spreads out
trail
across
or
it.
anything.
No. No. And then his legs are completely scaled, and he has a tail, of course, but it's like weirdly disproportionate for a dragonborn, which has like the backwards facing knee. He doesn't have that.
Wait, what's a backwards facing V?
So like it's like the
You saying the knee bends
elongated
backwards?
joint thing?
yeah,
You
like
mean
the
with-
elongated foot joint thing.
Oh,
so like
that looks
he doesn't
more like a
have
knee.
that.
Oh, you just have
Backwards, yeah.
regular man feet,
He
Man
has
legs.
claws. He has man legs, but like claws.
but your heels are hitting the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
J-Mitch is very hairy.
How much of that hair is left?
It's singed. Don't get me wrong, it's singed, but it's still there's
I mean, it's dwarf hair. It's pretty tough.
yeah, it's dwarven hair, and it's used to fire. You know, it's been in the forges from time or two. But yeah, just like a big like puff of chest hair. Right here, doesn't shave his armpits. Obviously, dwarves are very proud.
Sick. Just kidding.
So it's like J-Mitch would describe it as a majestic forest revealing itself before everyone.
Kothar's gonna walk over to Nicole and take off the slightly too big shirt and drape it over his shoulders and say, "You can have this back."
J-Mitch starts to like strategically position his body and like pose for like a camera, except he's pretending Anazira's the camera.
So Anazira is gonna be looking around now that I'm like, cool, we did this thing, and I'm going to notice Nicole's scales. And I immediately am like, wait, and I just start like walking over, dripping blood and stuff because I'm, gorish at the moment, and I might look a little bit intimidating, and my face is like suspicious. I'm like, and I start like snuffling a little bit, be like, see if I can catch dragonborn scent coming off of Nicole. Should I roll for that?
Give me.
Roll for sniff.
Give me. Fuck.
Roll for huff.
Investigation?
Huff of hunk.
Insight.
Oh, what? Why did it have to be insight and not an intelligence bonus one?
Because this is an instinctual thing.
Would I have advantage?
No.
Also,
No.
Aww.
Are you a mermaid? Those are so pretty.
Actually,
Is that
we're gonna do something different.
Okay.
I read this tip. Instead, so this roll does not count.
Okay.
Instead, your modifier is -1. I'm gonna do a private roll with your modifier. And I'm gonna tell you what you think based on my roll.
Okay.
By the way, J-Mitch has seen Anazira go over to Nicole and kind of slumps his shoulders down a little bit.
Aww.
Anazira, you catch a whiff. Dragonborn don't smell like that.
Are you a mermaid?
What? No, I'm a dragonborn.
Uh, you know,
Nicole looks visibly hurt.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you are very pretty and you are powerful like any other dragonborn would be, and your scales are quite pretty.
I don't have fins. I'm not a mermaid.
I mean, mermaid would be hot. That's okay if you're not a mermaid, though. You don't have to be a
I'm
mermaid.
also. Mind.
You're also what?
Nothing. It's fine. He's just like awkwardly holding the shirt that he got back from Kothar, just like slightly covering himself now, kind of self-conscious.
And Azira's just drinking his full appearance in.
He looks like Asian Prince Eric with steel scales all over him.
At this point, you see Lucius like wrap up his like carving up of the bear, and you're gonna see like he stands up and his pants are burned off, and he fashioned 3 fish with a rope for a poor man's like loincloth hanging right there.
Talk about flaccid
Yes.
flaps.
You smell like a rotting fish down there. You might want to see your
Well-
gyno.
Flaccid flapping fish.
Oh.
So, yes, we're supposed to be looking for the dragon egg.
Hey,
Yaslin would have been like fine being naked, but she's distracted by her feet and wondering if she's going to be able to dance anymore.
Oh,
You
that's sad.
take a couple steps. What it feels like is each of your toes basically split into 2 little mini toes. And it might take you a night or 2 to get comfortable, but your feet are no longer fit the elven beauty standard. You might want to invest if it makes you self-conscious. You can wear little shoes.
I think she'll be fine with it.
She doesn't care. That's fine. That's great I love that for Yaslin.
And Azira, I think you should bathe. We don't want you to catch an infection.
why would I catch an infection?
Look at all that blood.
You did take a lot of damage as well. Some of that might get inside your
The
skin.
wounds aren't closed yet.
Well, I mean, what am I supposed to do? It's not like there's an underground lake right here for us to swim in that's not also filthy.
Bertha, do you still have great water?
No, but even if I did, I don't think I would want to cast. Oh, well, no, it doesn't matter. I don't have it, but here. He's gonna, like, take out, like, a rag and, like, start putting, like, some water from his flask and start, like, trying to wipe off the blood.
Actually, hold on. And I like bury myself in the book for a little bit, and I go, okay, dash of Salisbury, a hint of rosemary, and I produce. I expend a spell slot to produce something savory. And I give it to Anazira, just like a piece of venison. I'm gonna say venison appears in my hand, which is venison doesn't exist down in the Underdark, and so just
You just haven't met the
I
deep
did it.
tier yet.
I did it.
My nose
Oh dear.
instantly starts like nostrils twitching because I have still like a very like dragon-esque face shape and
Mhm.
everything, so my nostrils start instantly quivering, and I'm like,
Quick, take this.
Oh,
If you
canonically,
insist.
this is delicious.
okay. So I'm like, if you insist, and I pick it up, and the whole thing in my gullet all at once.
You
Snake
immediately heal 4d6 of your HP.
Jesus. How do I
Roll
that?
Roll 4d6 / roll space 4d6.
This is such a great thing for a bard.
Oh, cool. Oh,
But there's, like, wiping the blood off of her muscular body and like sees the wounds close, and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
And I'm
a
just
healing food.
I'm enjoying the
sponge bath
grooming.
and a
This gets
I'm
harder.
grooming
You have
from
to
the
do
hot
that?
naked one.
Gourmet
versus-
meal and a sponge bath.
Yes,
yeah, she's
the
getting like
book-
fed grapes basically and like fan.
the book was
By the
teaching
way,
me not.
I
Go
kept
ahead.
some of the fur from the polar bear, and I now have like a fur cap hood thing, like shawl scarf thing,
Headdress.
headdress.
I'm gonna
It'll make an
take out.
appearance later.
I'm gonna take out my little mortar. I'm gonna turn my quarterstaff back into a pestle, and then take out the matching mortar and be like, I want to try this. I'm gonna hold down and go, iodine. And I'm asking it to fill with iodine.
What? Tell Scarlet what this is.
It's so in the magical mortar and pestle it says I can use an action to say the name of any non-magical plant, mineral, or fluid and the amount of the material worth 10 gold pieces or less.
Okay.
The mortar instantly fills with the desired amount of that material. Once
So-
you actually you can't do so again until you
What's
finish
iodine?
a short run. Iodine is a
Disinfectant,
disinfectant.
mineral.
Okay,
It's a
it
mineral.
appears.
It's a fluid mineral.
Perfect. It fills up.
So- I go, look, and I just give it to Kothar. I'm like, for healing or whatever. Here you go.
Like, where'd you find this?
I made it.
You can just make.
Yeah, we're like magic.
Why
dude.
haven't this? Why has? All right. Would have been helpful earlier, but all right.
Yes, this book it taught it let me create food through Arcana. It literally
was a
taught me how to
magic
create a food out of the magic of creation itself.
Is that what you learned at the college?
No, I learned how to create delicious food at the college, but it was already pre-existing ingredients. I just mixed them all together. This is something entirely different. I can create food without any ingredients entirely, just using magic.
Oh.
I feel like all of J. Mitch's steaks were magical.
Aww.
And they were magically delicious when I ate the soups.
The magic
So-
is delicious.
And Azira, how did it taste?
I am like literally like drooling, and I'm trying to like keep it from because I don't want to lose an ounce of the spit that still tastes like it. You got more?
I wipe her face
Is
of the
there more?
drool. That's not
No,
becoming
no,
of
stop!
you.
You're
That's
wasting
not
it.
becoming of you.
Like
please.
licking. Stop it! I'm trying to lick it off the rack.
J. Mitch,
No, it's bloody.
J. Mitch's eyes are like wide with wonder, and like tears start streaming down his face. He goes, I'll have to study for more, but it was really good. You're not just saying that.
You're the chef again, and you better be making food. If you're gonna make food like that, you should be charging. Not us, but you should be charging.
I look back
That's
at
not
Ron.
me.
I look back at Ron and I look at what is Ron doing.
Ront is.
Didn't even care about the bears.
I don't. Ron.
Examining the really shitty work of the gates out of Zirkwood.
Yeah, he's just criticizing these shitty Zirkwood gates.
I will cast message to Ront, and in Orcish, I will whisper to him. My food is delicious again.
Okay, first of all, Ront looks like when you're an adult and your elderly dad comes to visit for the year, like he visits once a year.
He's like inspecting the house.
Yes, and he's inspecting the house. He's like shaking every door. This is a little loose.
This banister isn't sturdy.
Yeah,
no,
like-
this has gotta go.
Can
You should have told me. I could have brought my tools.
The water
Exactly
pressure
that.
in this house is all off. You need to go. You need to adjust the water pressure.
Steven's dad and stepmom came to visit last, I think it was October, right after Leo was born, and his dad literally did this to our whole house.
Yeah.
Like they took a sander and were like fixing creaky door like projects. I was like, what's happening? So anyway, Ron's like, the hinges on this bear gate are weak.
No wonder these bears got out. This is shit.
wonder. So you say that to him, and he's like doing this, and he stops, and he doesn't turn around, but he just says, "Yeah, no shit. I told you you could. What do you want? A fucking pat on the back?" And then he goes back to fixing the things. His voice is a little crackly, though. He's clearly doesn't want you to see the expression on his face.
I just the egg. We need to find the dragon egg, or else
Yes, dragon egg.
Or
with-
else we won't get the loot.
Dragon egg with
Yeah.
great ghosts, but we go through cultist territory first. On the way,
why go through cultists?
because it's on the way, and you said you wanted to take out the cultists because they're
We
turning
did.
stone giants into crazy two-headed monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Try
right, the
summon
cult's
Emo
doing
Boy.
that. That's
Yeah.
right. We gotta
Narak.
stop that.
Narak, we kill Narak, or Narak probably killed Drogi.
Do we have time to maybe like
A short rest or
regain
something.
regain our composure, because we are kind of
Oh, they definitely know we're
Dead.
coming.
I'm sorry.
so we have to go now then.
Yeah.
Oh,
We.
hang
I
on.
mean, we can
Hold
stop
on.
for a little while, right?
They're probably sending people right now.
We should probably get. Wait, what? Wait.
Hold on.
Wait.
Just
Waiting.
a moment.
Elephane is buffering. Hold on,
Um,
everybody.
Drogi's
circle.
voice is so much more painful today than it was last week.
You're gonna see Lucius go and grab more fish from the crate in the back that we haven't been pulling from, and then you're gonna see him kind of like dump it in the cage with the bear that's currently still residing in there.
He is eating. He's got like he's double fisting fish with another fish in his mouth, and you just start pouring it, and he's just watching you do it. And then you
How
see him put his little bear thumbs up. Hey.
How long is a short rest?
An hour.
1 hour?
Yes.
And the Droki's indicating that we don't have time for one. That we need to go now.
Well, I want to know what Eliphane's evil plan is.
Yeah.
That laugh is maniacal.
Or at least smart.
Cora Cass? Rope trick!
You have rope trick?
What
yeah, I do.
was this the build-up for?
Okay.
We all climb up in the fucking rope, and we can pull the rope up, and it's planar, extra dimensional space, and we can all have a nap for an hour.
Literally, rope trick is a spell that gives you a pocket dimension to take a nap in.
Yeah.
Like, that's what the spell. But there's a
Why-
rope involved.
Why
Why
does
is
this remind me
Cora?
of
Why is this a
Pokemon?
Cora level spell?
The
Like this is
escape ropes from dungeons in
It's-
Pokemon.
It's part. I've had it for like a level now the entire time, but I haven't yet
Question.
because yeah.
Yeah.
Where are all your NPCs gonna go?
How many people?
8.
What?
8 people.
As many as 8 medium or smaller.
Fuck it, I'm
creatures.
overruling. You all get in there. I don't care. I'm not gonna say no
It's
to
a
this
giant
shit.
cuddle pile. Got it.
Yeah.
It's so squishy in the dimension.
we're all naked. We're all
Wait, no, wait. Okay, hey, I have a cannon. Reason why we can do it. We can all eat the mushrooms that make us small.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
All get in the tiny
Everybody.
pocket dimension together. And we all get small to all fit in, and it's just a big pile of little guys.
You all go inside the rope pocket dimension. Okay, this is one.
In an
my
alternate
God.
universe, young Kothar, 11-year-old Kothar, is totally just like squished up against like Nicole and Azira. It's just like,
Yeah. I've never heard of
While
this.
they're all
thing.
naked.
It's-
So-
What a
Um,
great random
I know,
occurrence.
so random. I was gonna
So
use
quirky.
it so many times in the past, but then we had wild magic, and I was scared.
And now you're not.
Mhm.
And now I'm
Okay.
not.
Now you fear nothing.
Little
Excellent.
nap time.
So
We're
you
taking a short
all
rest?
go up
Little
there.
nappy
You get
poo.
a short rest,
Yay!
Yeah.
and this will
thank
be
God.
where we end for the session. I get to take into consideration what happens over the course of the next hour.
This is just me rolling hit dice.
Yeah.
I will cast Alarm as well, maybe before that. since
How
this
many
is
spell
like-
slots do you have left?
I have 3,
Nice.
and then I
Can I-
have 1 left for my 2nd level. I've just been not really casting magic because
Right.
of mine. I've been scared.
Because you've been scared.
While
and
we're-
I've been scared.
Good thing.
Song.
damn.
So Song of Rest will be sung while we're in here.
Song. It's
What's
more
the
like
song?
food of rest.
Yeah, but instead of a song, Jamich
Nice.
is like casting the sounds of a kitchen. So like you hear pots and pans, like a pot stirring, and like cling, cling, like the clanging of knives and forks and like
That's awesome.
the boiling of the like bubbling boil
It's like
of like water and like
ASMR.
the sizzle of a steak, and it's all like in a perfect rhythm. Like it's
Wouldn't
you
it just make us
even
more hungry?
My
you
stomach
don't
starts
see anything, but
growling
you
louder than its
even
snore.
smell the sensation of like cooking a magnificent meal,
You're making me
and
hungry.
everyone can gain extra hit points when you increase certain levels in this class. Yeah, it's just 1d6 for now.
Nice.
We gain that automatically with a long rest.
If
For
you
short rest?
only
For
if
short
you
rest, yeah.
only if you are expending hit die, do you get that
Mhm.
I
benefit?
forgot. I didn't realize I had missing hit points. Can I do the short rest again and use a hit dice or not?
Just roll your hit die. You can actually go click on the little gear and roll your hit die that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
In
So everybody has to
my
roll
mi-
their own 1d6. That's
In my
your-
mind, this is definitely the song from Tarzan.
Mhm.
You know, where they start playing the pots and pans.
Shibba-doop,
Yeah.
The only
Anazir is definitely
character
asleep,
POV song in Tarzan, and it doesn't have any lyrics.
My character definitely got some rest, and I'm definitely dead asleep during the time. But like the smell of everything that Jamich is putting out there, like
Mhm.
makes Anazir's stomach growl so loud it's worse than dealing with somebody snoring. Just sustained growling noises from my stomach the whole time.
Anazir is both one of the most alluring creatures and also the most horrific at the same
Yeah.
time.
I love that. Duality.
Alluringly
of
horrific.
Anazira.
Duality of Anno.
I am both Shimbo and Savant,
Yeah.
hot
Contain
and
multitudes.
disgusting.
All right, guys. I'm hungry now and very thirsty and tired, but today was fucking amazing. I hope you all had fun, and I'm so grateful for the little birthday video. I did not expect that. That was a huge surprise, and it made me teary. You guys are so wonderful, and let's talk about in the downtime activities when you're available for like an hour-long Discord hangout. You can bring some drinks and snacks, and it'll be a fun little. We'll check in with each other, say what we like and don't like, and any kind of rules adjustments
We'll
or.
let someone off the island.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yeah.
If you have something specific you would like me to bring up, DM it to me, and I'm gonna be creating like a little like list of things to cover. Okay. That way you don't feel like you're put on the spot or anything like that. I'll just like go down the list. Basically, we'll make it like a meeting with an outline. I'll go over all the stuff, and then we'll open the floor, and it'll be fun. All right, guys, everybody.
Golden buzzers?
Golden buzzers. J-Mitch.
Oh gosh. So many good options. Golden buzzer to
I know this was hard.
Yeah, it's a lot.
yeah, I think the first thing that came to mind was Pocket Dimension because it was just so
Out of-
randomly there and good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Pocket Dimension for Cora.
Hell yeah. Okay, Cora, who do you give yours to?
I'm giving it to Hemlock. There's some very cool Hemlock stuff at the start of the session. So
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. And
Hemlock melts people's faces off.
that's why they are
Melts that whole
Blightwing.
thing.
Also, just the
And-
temper tantrums are just
Yes.
hilarious to me. So.
And Azira.
I have to give it to Yaslin for their assault with fish.
Mhm.
Just slapping the bear about with fish. It's just the picture of fish getting, like bears getting slapped in the face with fish. Just, I about died. I had to mute.
G2C.
I'm giving it to Lucius for riding a bear like a bull.
Flaza gives his to the bears.
The bears.
Products.
It's also going to Lucius because of his handling of the bears as well.
Gnome.
To Beflevin for the cool subclass, and I think some of the RP around little sad boy learning to cook again.
I actually was getting teary during that little interaction with Ront. It was like
Me
too
too
much.
with Ront.
Mm-hmm.
I just, yeah, that was hard for me to get those words out. I was like, you know when you feel like you're gonna throw up when you're like,
Yeah, you like have to force out the words.
Kurutsu.
Aura for just deleting the first half of the encounter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
Drogo's gonna propose to
I
you.
completely forgot about that.
There's just so many good. We're doing so well. It's
Yeah, it
hard
was
to
great.
pick.
Great episode today for everyone.
I would like to put in toward J-Mitch for his Ront and his scene together. Very touching.
So we have a three-way tie.
Wait, hi.
Oh no, we didn't plan it.
Oh,
That's
no.
crazy.
Oh no.
So
Oh no, everyone
all,
was so good.
all three of you are getting my golden buzzer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving a golden. So I don't like. You're all my children, and I cannot pick favorites. So.
But if
But,
you
like-
did, it would be me. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can and you will.
This is the real reason why I'm only gonna have one child, because I can't pick favorites. All right, guys. Next week is hopefully good for you all. The 17th. No, the 10th. Wait.
This is the
17th.
10th.
This is the 10th. The 17th.
Sure.
So yeah, we'll have a little meeting and I will let y'all go. Everybody, please follow these beautiful, amazing creators. They are very talented. They're all on Twitch. Their links are in the chat. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
They're so beautiful.